Okay. Are we good? Oh, this thing is like doing the most. Welcome to live. Remember a good privacy able to community guidelines. Yeah, I know about that part. I don't need to learn more. I already know. Um, Pop-up chat participants. Hey, Bumpy J. What is his saying? Pop-up chats. What does that mean? Pop-up chats. Bumpy J. Um. Oh no. No, go back. No, I don't want to do that. Because I'm not going to be. What is this? Talking time stamps. What does that mean? What does that mean? Remember to live chat. Remember it's good privacy. And about our community guidelines. Okay. What am I looking for? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, Bumpy J? Your live chat was turned off. Is it still off? Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. No. Something was wrong with it. I don't know what was wrong with it. It was It wasn't even just that. The whole thing was missing. Like the whole side of the thing was missing. So how's everybody doing today? Ooh, this light in this face. I don't even care. So what's on now? So how's your day going, Bumpy J? I'm chugging on this wig. I just wanted to see if I can get this thing up and running. Cause I haven't been on for a long time. I haven't been on here for a long time. Yeah, this weather keeps changing. Since we've been on, we got this coronavirus going on now, which is crazy. Hey, the universe. We done went to coronavirus land. She looks good. Yeah, she looks good. So what's going on? Y'all kill me. It's so funny. How are you gonna have a face mask on and then you got it in lace? The purpose of the face mask is to keep. If you got lace on, you might as well not have nothing on. Y'all, y'all be doing too much. You can't. It's a sickness out here. It's not a fashion show. It's a sickness. That means you could die from this stuff. It's not about a. This is not about your fashion moment. We're talking about death here. That's the whole purpose of the mask is death to keep you alive. So it's funny when people start making all these designs and stuff, and you kind of not making it. You're making it into like a joke. You have to cover up. You cover up that face. It's not about being cute. It's not about being sexy. It's about being alive. And when you want to exactly, the virus ain't real. What about all the people that's done died then? So all them, what does they say? How many people done died from it? Two. It's a lot of people done died. So they're not making up. Let me see how many people done died from the coronavirus. They got 23,839 cases. Deaths 2,100. Total is 229. So it's 229,000 people dead or second cases. Now they're talking in reference to deaths. It's been 1.15 million worldwide. We're talking about 1 million, 1.15 million. The total cases in United States is 225,000. In New Jersey, 16,281 people done died. This is they're not making up these numbers and not fake. Death is final. And remember, this report just came out. They're saying that people in Jersey is dying a lot more. Docs will put them down. Corona, beer, and they die from cancer. It's crazy though. You have to the coronavirus is real. Don't be up there screaming that it ain't real, then all of a sudden you up there breathing because then ain't nobody gonna care for you. Because we live in a cold world. If you say you sick, they be like this. Prove it. They be wanting you to die and stuff. Like, come on. Me too. I just got allergies. That's the only thing I got is allergies like crazy. I got allergies. What? This is the one thing I don't like is Instagram. Can y'all see this? Did I go live? This is I don't be knowing what I'm doing. I think I'm going live. Oh, I'm live. Now I don't want to put this phone nowhere in West Fall because I'm legendary for making stuff fall down. Ooh! Lord, as soon as I said I must drop that. Anyway. Let me just turn this on my phone. So anybody got any plans for the weekend? Delete the video. Yes, delete it. Hey, Miss Ann. How are you, love? I'm trying to dress this camera because Lord knows I look a hot mess. I mean, I look bad, but I mean, this camera's like, this camera making me look really bad. I could have turned it on, but I'm like, I don't care. How are you, Miss Moore? What you been up to, sis? You been chilling, Bumpy? Me too. I just been staying in the house and trying to make sure you don't get depressed. I think this is depressing weather. It makes people very depressed. Very depressed. Look very depressed. Thanks. Yeah. Um, we gotta stay healthy. I'm trying to change my conversation with wigs. You know, I'm not a wiggy, but wigs be tight. Oof. I mean, this wig be tight. You know, I be like this. Oof. But they were saying that the straps in the back, like you could take them loose and stuff. Girl, these wigs be tight. When I went to work and I wore a wig, I'm gonna tell y'all, this wig was like, no, honey. Thank you, Bumpy. Yeah, it'd be too much for me. Mm-mm. You know what's funny when you get on the bus? Because if you're the kind of person like me that got allergies, and you get on the bus and you be like this, you're like, oh my God, Corona. Everything is Corona. You sneeze, Corona. Your nose run, Corona. I'm like, you do know that people had allergies before Corona, right? Like, you don't even want to sneeze, which is so funny. Here we are, level one. We but you in a storm, the universe. The universe is in its place. I was doing a story yesterday about a girl that was attacked. And as I was reading the story for y'all, I realized I'd done it already. I was doing the story about the girl that got attacked in Philadelphia. They just doing the story about it already. It's funny. I've been bended the story and then they'll do it way after. But it's so much going on behind the scene behind that too, y'all. Y'all have no idea. I don't know what's happening with this world right by now. I'm trying not to get depressed over everything losing our sisters. It's so true, Miss Moore. So true. So true. You know what's so funny? Once upon a time, I wanted a boyfriend so bad. Now I don't want one no more. I used to want one really bad too. Now I don't want one at all. Because you know what I realized? A lot of us are walking with pain and we bringing that pain on to somebody else. And next thing you know, you're in the middle of an argument with something that ain't even got nothing to do with you, got something to do with somebody else. But you happen to be there, so they're taking it out on you. Mm-mm. It's too much work. It's too much work. So anybody cooking anything good tonight? Is my chat private or not? Live chat. It's just so crazy. It's a lot of hope. Hello, Collins. How are you, sweetie? I haven't gone live in such a long time. Somebody got tacos. Oh my God. Don't, oof. Tacos with the cheese and you bite into it. I would love that. I was watching these videos on Instagram. People are very creative. I got to say that much. So it's these three girls, they're sisters. I'm thinking one is 6'8", 6'3", and 6'4", 6 something. I'm like, wow, they taller than me. But then when they put on heels, they're like 7 feet, 6'8". I always find it amazing when girls are tall that wear heels anyway. A lot of girls I know wear heels. I just can't do it. And I have a lot of clothes, and I wear the same bummy clothes over and over and over. It's so funny because once upon a time, I used to want to be dressed up and look nice and, just look nice. Now I'm just like, it's not worth it. And people, and I hate to say this, but black people are so phony. And the only reason why I say that is because when you go out and you look like a bum, they don't want to speak to you. But as soon as you put on some clothes that look nice, they're like, hello, hi, beautiful. So you think I got money, so now I'm a friend now. But then when I look like a bum, you like, please don't come by me because you're gonna ask me for some money. I fixed some chicken McNuggets and some macaroni salad. That's my emergency food and some chicken and rice. And I got a lot of beer. I've been drinking a lot of beer though. A lot of beer. But drink a lot of beer. Oh, mothers live. I thought the pandemic mean you ain't supposed to meet a man, honey. Mothers live. Hey, Daisy Blonde. Love your last name. The Blondes have it. Cold 45. I was drinking it last night. I got a bunch of it. It's the only thing I could drink that don't really mess with my hormones and stuff. Because I don't want to be depressed and crying and stuff. I got the world to do that for me. I'd be so depressed. You know what I hate? I had them long nails and stuff. So I had the long nails on. Every time I go to pick up a bag, my nails come out. I'm walking down the street, my nails all on the floor. I'm like, man. But the thing about it is, I think when you're a person like me who do your own hair, I think it's hard for you to have long nails. I mean, shout out to the girls that could do nails, do hair with long nails. I can't. I got to be able to grip it in and, to braid it. I need to be able to dip into the braids and stuff. No, I don't smoke. Y'all hit them thumbs up, which is so funny. Hit the thumbs up, everyone, and share and like this video. Let me stop. That should show how much time I'll be watching. But these wigs be tight as hell. Oof. I don't smoke. You don't smoke no bud? No. I don't smoke at all. I just drink a beer now and then. Fried cabbage with oof. Hot links, hamburgers, smoke. Oh, you know what? You my kind of girl. See, you got the rainy day special. Then when you get the press, you go right to that refrigerator, and that food is already cooked. So how's your husband, Miss Moans, Miss Moore? I haven't even been taking hormones. I can't. I'll be too depressed. Yes, she got the ready mix. That's how you're supposed to do it, though. It's called emergency food. It's funny because I like drinking wine, but wine make you forget. And the last thing I need to do is start forgetting. I can't even remember what I remember now. But I don't know. But I was watching people say they drinking wine. The thing, oh, those are pretty. I wanna wear hi Georgie. I wanna wear heels. The thing is I got so much clothes and I wear the same thing over and over and over. I went and I bought this vest because y'all know I'm super cheap. If I got it, anybody can have it. So I bought this vest before the pandemic. And you already know I like my ranges. Can y'all see this? See this? This is cute. Man, y'all know Raven can't fit no smaller. A small. Now you know Raven can't fit no small. Cause you already know why. Child, didn't I buy it anyway? I'm like, I'm wearing this thing, honey. Raven, you know you can't fit this small. Watch me buy it anyway. I'm like, oh, they be waiting. Little petite girls be like, put that vest on. You just too big, too small for you. I said, watch me fit it, honey. Mm-mm. I put that vest right on, right over this big shirt. Mm-hmm. Now when it, now I can't look. I can't zip it up, but it's okay. It that's what it needs to do. Girls be following me around the store. I'm like, I'm not putting that back. They're like, put that back. Mm-mm. Honey, I'm legendary for taking wearing stuff that's too wearing stuff that's too small. Cause long as it can stretch, if it can stretch, I could do. See, I like big shirts like this. Cause these be warm. These be warm. I like big clothes. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. It feels so much comfortable when you know what I mean. Instead of an outfit where it's so, you know what I mean. I hate stuff. You how can you get comfortable when stuff is so tight on you? Yes, Deshaun. What do you think about girls like us being 6 feet and tall and wearing? I was just talking about that, Miss Blonde. Yeah, we got to we got to change the narrative, and I'm trying to do the same thing within myself. I'm trying to reinvent myself, but I'm trying. But these wigs, girl. Oh, this wig. I feel like somebody got me in a headlock. I tell you. I'm making this I'm making a wig over here. Let me see if I can get to it without y'all saying too much, honey. This is the wig that I'm working on. Y'all see this wig? I got the braids going on, and this what I'm doing is I'm making it into a braided wig. So I got the braids and I put it here, and I'm making a braided wig. So I started on it this morning, but I kind of do, you know, it's gonna be a process. But I'm not gonna do it just no time soon. But it's gonna be a braided wig. So I added some braids this morning. Let me see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this wig and I'm gonna braid the whole thing like going this way. But it's gonna be a process because I'm not doing it no time soon. Thank you. I'm not gonna do it no time soon. So it's gonna be a process because I have to take all this here, you know. Y'all seen the braided wigs and stuff. So what I started it this morning because I thought about this morning. I was like, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take mine like in the back part here. I'm gonna make the braids big. I'm gonna make it real big back here. But I did this one of them lace wigs. God bless the girl who wear lace wigs. I'm not, cause you know what? They feel like paper. They like paper to me. Look at this. And you're not supposed to see this, child, please. They be like, "They be thinking it's my real hair." I'm like, no, they don't. Hi, love. How are you? Shatane. Yeah, I'm not gonna butcher your name up, but yeah. I actually found this other wig that I had also. Oof. But that's how you do it. I got my other one that I made over here, but I had you changed your name? Okay. Girl, I cannot these names. Y'all know I could butcher your name up. Let me see something. I'm gonna get my other wig. I gotta take this up because you know Raven ain't got no clothes on, y'all. I don't want y'all to get me in no trouble. Oh, now this is the one I made. This is one of the big curly ones. Oof. And let me tell you something about the curly hair. When I made this one, the one thing I don't like about these, when you take a bath, they go like it just don't stop getting bigger. It get bigger and bigger and bigger. So I don't ever keep them in that long. But I made this one. Let me see. You be able to reverse hair loss and yeah, I hope so. It's pronounced Cheyenne. Okay, thanks. Cheyenne. Are you into politics? Have you seen Trump? Oh, yes, I have seen it. It's a mess. It's a hot mess. I've seen it. I've seen it. Yes, I have. Oh, child. I seen it. I sure did. No, it's just you know the thing is child. It's so funny because I'd be so sick of wearing these damn wigs. I got this scarf. Where's I put it? Let me see something. Okay. Good morning, King James. I saw these girls doing this. Now, this is better. So how's everybody doing? Yeah, I saw the Trump and the I saw the Trump and the Biden. I thought it was very interesting. Very interesting. Good morning, Kinji. It was very interesting. The problem is that we really don't have much to go on, I think. But actually we definitely want Trump out the office, but we just it's not much we got to go on due to circumstances and situations. What can we do? I hate that we're so divided when we shouldn't have to be, but we are, because it's not that deep. The thing about it that gets me in this world, it's like we're fighting over skin color. Like really, we're fighting over this. Anyway, this is a stocking cap wig. See, can y'all see the stocking cap? I had to take my nails off. Yeah, I was sick because I was like, why keep taking? Y'all don't see if y'all been on my videos, y'all already seen me without any hair at all. I was like, you know, you doing the videos bald headed. I just don't want to scare the poor little children. They might ain't had their milk this morning. He was talking about his son. No, what happened about his son? Yes, Alexei. Trump and Biden year. People will always find a reason to divide. You're right. You're absolutely right. It was just sad. Because it don't have to be that way. They chose to make it that way. Like, and the thing about it, in the same breath, they don't want you to do to them what they do to you, but they'll do it to you, which is so stupid. You got to sometimes step away from people because they could take you down quickly. I can't even. This thing is so heavy that it can't even fit on this because it's this heavy. So I'm just gonna put this over here for the time being. Because my plastic, my blonde wig go back into the plastic cap. What did it say? AOC, Papa's, yeah. What people don't really realize is that sometimes they will use people's skin color. It's George Will in a minute. So stupid. Nobody's no better than nobody else, but for some reason we feel like we have the right to police people, but they don't want to be police, which is so crazy. That's what's crazy within itself. I don't know. That's the world we live in now. That's the world we live in. I don't know. I don't know. It's so funny when you go from wearing a weave and then you go from wearing a weave and then you putting on a wig. It's totally different experience. Yeah, it does. It's sad though. It's real sad. It's real sad. That's the world we live in now. When we police people and their policies and what we feel as though they need to do within themselves. With Trump, he basically just he's just it's not worth it me even think talking about with him. I can't. Because the thing about it is everything he says once he get in office, he reminds me of, how they had the candy, like you had two people eating candy, and then one person goes, "You want some candy?" And they eat the candy up, and then they pull out there and say, "Oh, you ate all my candy. Let me have some of yours." And they go, "No, I'm not giving you no my candy. It's a trick. Like I'm gonna make you think one thing, and then once I got rid of yours, then I'm gonna trick you and think we're together, but we're not." Same thing he did with the office and stuff. I'll let y'all know with the LGBT, showed the little flag. And then after that, it was like, we're taking back the religious right freedom. Y'all ain't better get married. We're going to reverse the wedding. Y'all can't serve in the service. It's like anybody who cheat y'all can go to jail for felony. I'm like, really? Like, you really doing this? But he's doing it. He don't scare me. Trust me, he's nothing but a person that's in the wind. He's gonna come, he's gonna go. It is what it is. He's just another leaf in the wind that's just gonna drift away after a while. And about 4 more years we won't even be talking about him at all. We'll be talking about something else because something else we done went down and something else we done happened. That's what took us all by guard. Now I wasn't really expecting to this extreme, but you never know how people move these days. You know, you never know. We live in a very strange world. If he wins again, I don't know what's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna stay home. But if he wins again, it's only gonna prove that the machines have been set up for certain things, dictatorships, and everybody has trust issues as it is now. So if he wins again, no one's really gonna believe in it. No one's gonna believe in voting because they're gonna believe it's all fake now. That's if he wins again. They're definitely not gonna believe in the system no more. It's gonna take away. Yeah, separated. Yeah, but the thing about it is 545 kids have been separated. But think about this. How many more has really been separated? That's just a number they gave you. But what's the real number? If you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna tell y'all just something, but if it's might be a bigger number than that. Exactly, King James. Exactly. So true. So true. So true. I don't know. It's so much in this world. It's like, mm, I see why girls wear this type of thing on their head. This is really comfortable. I mean, it may look like a little, oh, a man on top of here. Let me stop. But it's comfortable. So anybody met a man in the COVID-19 that they feel like we about to be going to a wedding? Anybody getting married or found somebody in love with? I like this, Miss Cologne. Like I really can get into this. But see, with me, I'm an extremist. If I start this, I ain't never going back to this. And I've been wearing my blonde. Mmm. Oh, she thought them funky. I was watching Janet Jackson. Oh, she twisting those funky panties in her face. These panties is not funky. Mm. They don't want you. Mm. Um, yeah, I want romance, and they don't want sex. Yeah, that's true. I don't, cause you know what it is. Um, the problem is when you want romance, you got to talk to people to the hurt. People have been hurt so bad. It's like you don't even meet them. You talk to the hurt. If they've been hurt, oh, you're gonna talk to the hurt. You're not, because they already got the shield up, and that's the hurt. So in order to meet that person, it's gonna be hard. In a way, the internet is set up now. Like you don't even have to take up somebody out on a date. You be like, yo, you want to chill? You break up with somebody, they chilling with somebody else. Here it is, you crying, thinking they crying. They already with somebody else. Y'all. I used to be that person. Oh, I used to cry with men. I used to call them up like, "Did you miss me?" Like, no. I'd be like, "But I love you." They'd be like, "Oh, you love me?" And I'd be dead serious. I'd be crying. I told myself, this one guy I was so in love with. When I was crying, I had busted a vessel in my eyeball. Like I had busted right here. And I was so hurt. And I told him, I said, I've never cried over nobody as much I cried over you. He was like, oh, please. And I told myself when he said that to me, I will never cry with another man again. I said, since I can't beat y'all, I'm gonna toss y'all left and right. I said, because it's not like they're not coming. It's just I'm not been answering. I want to be with one person. But then you get that one man that really dog you. Then you get another man that dog you. Be like, you know what, y'all good. And then when you do meet the right man, when he finally shows up, you ain't interested because you don't even want to know if he the good man or not. I was crying. I loved him so much. He told me, this is the whole mind game. This is what I be trying to teach y'all not to go through what I go through. It's a mind game. I'm gonna make you believe that I'm for you. I'm gonna make you believe that I love you. And it's all a trick. And then it's like, why would you hurt me if you know all I go through? Like, why would you do this to me? And they like, oh, please get over. We're both adults. So then after a certain period of time, you be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm over it. I don't do the most. I just don't. It becomes too problematic. And then on top of that, I be dating guys I'm not even attracted to. Like I be wanting a real pretty man. And I have what I call pretty, some people don't call pretty, but it's just my opinion. The guys that tell me that they pretty, they be like, I'm not pretty. I'm like, yes, you is, son. It's a man. And then I'm looking at the other ones. I want to come see you. Child, please. Anyway, mm-mm. I'm over it. I went to the club. I went to go see the females and stuff. So I was decided. I told you I went to the bar to be with the females. I was like, I'm tired of men. I don't want no man. I'm gonna be me a female, and I'm gonna go on the bar. And the hell with y'all. Y'all can have these men. I'm tired of y'all hurt me. I want to be with somebody who want love. So I'm gonna go be with they females. Bad Miss Moore, real bad. Somebody told me they was like, you shaking. That's how bad. I gotta take them. It's not funny. They was like, Raven, you shake. You ain't on your medicine. I said, I'm not shaking. They said, I'm telling you, shaking. My body was shaking. I keep telling y'all about to die soon. Y'all don't be believing me. Anyway, just make sure y'all do my Never mind. Let me stop. Yeah, that's true. They don't want y'all saying, watch y'all words, because they monitor. I can't with this world. They're monitoring y'all words. So the word nigger and the words, certain words, they don't want. I can't with this world. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I can't. They censor me with a jacket on, a leather jacket, and I'm showing cleavage like this part. So that's censored. But you got videos of girls twerking, showing a booty. Like I'm like covered up. And it's like, well, that's not acceptable. What? What? You got females sit up here like this, hanging over the thing. I'm covered up, but that's not acceptable. It's good for them, but not for you. We don't like it. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Yes, Miss Moon. Yes, King. Yes. They be on it big time. I'm like, I was telling y'all something. Oh, so I went to the female gay bar. So I went inside the gay bar and stuff to meet a female. And I went in there. I told y'all already. Maybe I told y'all already. Exactly. Deshaun, exactly. I seen it. I seen booties. I done seen naked booties. I done seen tits. I done seen videos with everything. And I'm like, just like what's that? The Carly B and Mexican Style video. They got booties jerking, and I'm like, yo. I even saw. I'm like, you know what? What can you do? It is what it is. It is what it is. So anybody in love? It gets long here. Before once upon a time, exactly. It be what to say? What's this? Soup. Exactly. But you can't say that. I remember before when I first started YouTube, I was like, I'm put on some makeup. I want to look beautiful. Because I know the camera can make you look bad. So you gotta put a little bit extra on. You gotta dig in and put some more on. Dig in and you gotta be child. This is what happens when you're over it. But y'all don't see me at my worst. I done did videos with no hair in my head. I'm gluing in on show, teaching y'all how to do your own hair. At that point, y'all should have known Raven over it. If y'all could see me without makeup and hair, you're like, well, Raven, you doing too much, girl. We gotta do an intervention because you showing us everything. I mean, you put the hot mess. I sure did. I put it all up there. I don't care. Cause you know what it is with me. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm just cut from a different cloth. Like I don't care. I think if you beat me up too much, like I I think if you beat the person up, it's like if nothing you do is ever good enough, ain't you gonna stop doing it? You're like, well, then what am I doing? I might as well just look like a bum. Why am I trying to, you know what I mean? Because, oh, I don't like this. Well, I don't like that. You're like, well, then, all right. Oh, I love you too. Thank you, King James. No, it's just like, I'm just like over it. Like it's never good enough. But I'm going to tell y'all something I didn't know. That I did know. I didn't know so many people behind the scenes be watching. Ooh, talk about being busted. When I tell you I got busted, no, the thing about it was cologne. It wasn't that was but you're right, you need to be comfortable in your own skin. I agree with you there. But the thing about it was, I think when I first did what I did, you know how you got this whole thing of how you want to look. Like I want to be that stripper body. I want to be the girl that I want to have sex with. When I look at myself, I want to be that girl. Like I want to do her. Baby, after a while, you like, I don't want to do it because I'm with Baba Hun. I'm with you. I know it's really hard to find someone that really looking for that you innocent, but mainly that what you want and have a long relationship. That's true. But you know what the problem is with me? When I do meet a man, he's in Africa, he's in it's so many places in the world that I don't even know how to pronounce. Y'all know I could butcher your name up. But it's so many places in the world that is this world is so big. Like I can't even pronounce some of these places that people exist and they're there. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I went to the store yesterday and I bought some what's that stuff called? Dye. Because I wanted to dye my hair blonde. I wanted to be a blonde, honey. You see, it's so weird. There's nice people on the outside, but on the inside, they're not exactly. That's true. A lot of people like that. I think, because you know what it is. I think you talk to the pain. I don't think. I mean, I think you talk to the hurt. You don't talk to the person. I think a lot of us, even when some of y'all talk to me, y'all talk to the hurt. Y'all don't talk to baby. I mean, I share a lot with y'all, a whole lot. Sometimes too much, especially when y'all get to quote me. I'm like, ooh, ooh, that do sound like me. You can't even deny some of the stuff that y'all come back and tell me, say, ooh, I did say that because y'all don't forget nothing. But we will literally be able to have whatever bodies we want. Yeah. But you know what the thing is, even with the body part, I told y'all men ain't looking for that. Y'all know what they're looking for. Dun, it, dun, 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 dun. Not a comb, but y'all know what I mean. And they want the girth to be like this. This is the girth. They're like, oh, mama. What kind of mama got? Let me stop. That's what they want, honey. You know what, Miss Moore? I can't really eat them no more. My pressure. I can't have nothing I like. My pressure be upset. I got the pills though. God must have already known this pandemic was coming because the doctor gave me a lot of prescriptions and stuff. And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Then it was the birth certificate because y'all know you had to go to court to get your name changed. Well, you don't have to. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't do none of this if I could. So I'm on everything, so I can't relate. You can't let it. It do overwhelm you. So what I did was I realized you have a beautiful date. You can be drawn to your beauty and body. You can be nice and kind person. The thing about it is, it's not even about being passable, Miss Blonde. The problem is, as long as they know what you are, passable don't even matter. They don't care about that. That's a waste of time of thinking that. They don't care about that. As long as they know what you're in, you still what you started out with in their mind. They ain't gonna tell you that, but that's what they saying. It's too many girls out here passable, too many girls out here beautiful, too many girls out here drop dead gorgeous, and they can't have a mind. Yeah, I've been changing my name, but the birth certificate was the thing with me because my birth certificate is from 1904. So that was like, since my birth certificate for 1904, the y'all still changing. So it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, well, yeah. So the thing is that what I found out since the pandemic, so if anybody want to get anything changed, this is the best time for y'all to do it. You just send it out through the internet and you can get your birth certificate changed. I got it changed and everything. I was waiting for it. It cost me $8. And I was like waiting for them to come back and go, oh, no, sweetie, I don't know where you think you're going. And they sent me the birth certificate. I was like, yeah, but the thing about it, Miss Moore, I didn't even, I mean, y'all know me. It has not been a comfortable ride for me. I think I was live when another dude came over here. Wasn't I live? Was y'all here when the dude came over to see me? That wanted to be my man, who wanted to take me off the internet, not the internet, take me off the what they call it, the market. I want to be your man. I want to be your proud owner from Puppy City. $8 to change your name. I thought it was no. All you gotta do is that's what I thought. I was waiting for them to say no. But it's the thing online. They change your birth certificate, honey. And there it is. They do it right there, honey. We change your birth certificate, put that F there, honey, and do. Send me the birth certificate. At first, I was like, "Is this fake?" I was questioning it, but I was like, "Wow, they really do change." But I went to court to get the name changed. No, it's click. If you click on that link I just put down there, just put the where you live, what state you live in, and I'll let you know. And I'll look it up real quick for you. I used to be free to change ones, and you can't. But low. Oh, okay. I did mine. Mine cost me $8. It's like you want copies. I was like, no, because I thought it was gonna be fake. I was like, no, I want no copies because I can't afford this. Because I'm super cheap. I was like, first of all, this might be a scam. Y'all just gonna rob me my money, like they did. They stole my money. I went to get some soap for my face, right, to get rid of the rash and stuff, because I get rashes, right. So I ordered a bar of soap because I got burns on my face, like these burns. See all this stuff up here. This is my face burnt up. This is from the woman that birthed me. She burnt my face up. So I'll be trying to dye this so it can match this part of my face. As you see, it's not working. But my whole face is burnt up here. And I think it's first-degree burns or whatever. But it's still, my hair, my face used to be this color. Or should I say this color? People's like, oh, your hairline come down far. And they got up close and said, oh my God, your face is burnt out. To change one's name, I mean, say, I used to be free in the UK. Oh, you in the UK? Okay. Well, there's a link there. You could check into it. And I changed. I was shocked though, because I thought they was going to say no, but they didn't. So I mean, it helps because when you go to get jobs or you want to get your, like you got renew your drop. I sent my thing for the driver's license too. They haven't send me that back either. So I don't know what that's about. But I paid for it. But oh, you in the UK? Okay. See, I don't know. That one is from New Jersey. Oops. Oh, here it is. Somebody already put it up. Birth certificate, UK. Told you everything is because due to COVID-19, nobody wants to sit. It's not funny, but nobody wants you to come to their place. They don't want to see you in case you're sick. So they like let y'all do this stuff online. They're like, yo, here, get them out of here. We want to. It's not funny, but it is what I'm not mad at them. Excuse me. Yeah, they rather y'all just get it. They send it to you because when I went to Irvington, it said if you have COVID-19, please do not come inside the bank. I was like, yo, that's deep. You're welcome. I was like, that's deep. Sure did. They was like, if you got COVID-19, do not come in the bank. What the hell is this? Lord have mercy. I tried on the lace front, y'all. And actually, I have a lace front. And I put it on today. So I use this stuff called, I don't like lace fronts, but I got one. So I use this stuff called Crazy Hole Tool for lace glue. So this is what I was using. And now I gotta find out how to take this glue off my face. Cause I don't like this. I think it's baby oil or something. Take it off. So anybody been on any dates? I told y'all I went to go meet a female. I went to New York to go meet a girl. And it was interesting. But everybody's on the internet. I'm surprised the bars and stuff stay open because everybody's on the internet. Once upon a time, you used to have to go out to meet somebody. You don't got to do none of that no more. None of it. And that's what's crazy. I want to see you soon. You will never see me, honey. Oh, God, this is fool. Child, please. Guys be taking this stuff literally. If you go on the site that says looking for love, guys be on there they think of it as looking for sex. If you go on a site called OBC Online Booty Call, they hit you up because they want us a booty. I'm like, y'all really taking these sites literally. That's not what it means. It's just like, it's just a title, but they be really taking it seriously. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be taking it seriously. You see that story about the guy who got killed from Grinder app? I told y'all the story about that first. I was gonna report it again. I'm saying never. The guy was real cute though, and they killed him. But this is the catch: the person who killed him was a trans woman. She allegedly she was on Grinder, and she meant to meet up with him. It's a trans woman. When they got there, when they got there, but this not see. Sometimes I don't be telling y'all stuff because it's not the first time a trans woman had killed the man. I just didn't report it. It's not funny. It's not the first time. I just don't be reporting some of the stuff. I'd be like, oh. I was like, I'm not reporting this. I be letting y'all. I be letting. I be covering for y'all and some of that shit. I be like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm letting somebody else do it because I'm sure they would love to shoot us down. I'm like, I'm not doing it unless somebody else shoot us down. It's that big moment. If they miss it, they miss it. I'm not reporting because I'll be finding out stuff. I'll be digging. I'll be like, oh no. I feel like. Have you ever see what's that called? The movie called um when she goes, Sister Sparkle. Sister, that's me, the one that ends up in the grave dead. She goes, Sister, that man gonna drag you into the gutter. Anyway, it was one. Okay, this is the thing that went down on Grindr. I did this story about the guy from Grindr that got killed. She came to the place allegedly with a machete, and she was chopping him up. She had long nails on, and they're protecting her identity, which is bananas to me. Evidently, it was supposed to be like a sexual encounter, I'm assuming. And then the thing is that something went to the left. And I don't know whether it was on his part or her part, but she ended up on top of him, chopping him up. Now, all your sisters is not saying, a lot of y'all sisters are cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. So I'm sure y'all done had arguments with y'all sisters and y'all like, you know what? Say y'all know. Yeah, the original one, exactly, King. And it was another one that killed the guy, allegedly. They was roommates. This is out, I think, out further in Jersey. And she killed him. She in jail now. She might be watching this video. Hey girl. It's not funny. But she killed them. She killed them. It's a lot of stuff I be finding out. I'm like, it's just sad. Cause I don't know what happened. Like I don't want to speculate that when she killed him, like what happened, what made her kill him. I don't know what happened. I don't. So I know a lot of people be. What I do is I like to watch people in love videos on. I always watch the Ellises. I love them. DeVal and Kadeem. And those are my go-to. Sierra and Russell, DeVal and Kadeem are my go-to couple that I like to watch because their love is so strong. Y'all know about them or no? Yeah, that's true. Paris is burning. She killed him and put him inside the closet and left him wrapped up because she didn't want to go to jail. And she had a mummy in the closet. It's crazy. See, some of the girls fight back. But see, a lot of times when those happen, those will be robberies. And then the thing about it, if the girl's going to be escorts, if you're going to be an escort, you got to realize you're in the, you're in the battlefield. Stop making these clients your friend. This is a business transaction. It's kind of like working with a mob. You can't make this person your friend. You got to deal with it as a business. That means there's no doggy style or that extra stuff. You can't do those things. You have to, as a business, you got to make sure you're watching your opponent. Because at the end of the day, you know what the whole game of the whole thing is, whether it's actually legit or fake. And remember, the ones that you trust are the ones you got to watch more so, because they already know they got your guard down. And some women have seen them leaving for your house and contacted them to get back to you. You know what I mean? So you have to be really. And then the girls be doing the most. Cause he cute, and she up dead. It's a business. Don't let him grab your hair. Don't let him put his hands around your neck. You have to be careful. It's a business. This man is not your friend. If he was your friend, he wouldn't be doing it with you. He'd be giving it to you and don't even got to see you. It's a business transaction. And, a lot of girls don't believe in that. That's why a lot of them are murdered. And then when it comes time to get the money, they don't. The guys are like, I'm not paying you no money. Now here it is. She been a living well lady, getting real thin. So she done got all thin and skinny. And then he over there beating her down. And she can't even fight back because she done lost all her strength. Trying to be passable. Child. Be passive when the game is over. Mm. Yeah, that's the thing. But see, a lot of them be lying. A lot of times, a lot of guys be like, I never been with nobody like you before. Really? But that ain't what your mouth said. But I'm just gonna leave it there. Mm, mm, mm. They don't teach you that in high school. Mm. But okay, I'll wear the blonde wig if you want. Okay, child, please. Every time you turn around, these men be on 10. Not all of them though. Always like men that's like the beginning because they are. Well, they be trying to make you feel very special, honey. Mm, as if you put an ad in for a movie role, honey. They want the part. They want that role to go to them, honey. Mm, real special, child. It just amazes me though. It's a very thin line between them and us, but I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. And then when you do meet somebody, let me ask y'all something. What's going on with these impotent men? The impotentness is growing like crazy. Like, help me, Raven, Raven. I'm like, what you may go inside your body and push? Like, what? Raven, help me, help. I said, you know I'm gonna block your number when you leave this house, right? Yeah. But you know what it is? It's something in that stuff that they're smoking that is making them impotent. And they don't even know it. There's something they're wrapped up in it that they're doing. They don't even know it. They're becoming impotent. You need to find out what's all in there. Get it. What's some things called the micro thing, and you could go through it and chop it up. Because some is in that stuff y'all doing. It's the same thing. Y'all heard about the what's that stuff called? Tri Trivada, Truvada, the hormone pills that's supposed to. Hey, Miss Bubble, is the Truvada? No, I don't know what it is, but something's in that stuff. Because guys I knew that was on 10 is no longer on 10. Something is definitely going on. That's true, Miss Bubbles. Amen. Really? 55? Mine came out to 5. What did she hit? Did she say she want copies? Did she say she want a bunch of copies? Because mine said you want a bunch of copies. I was like, no, just give me one. Because they sure sent mine. I really was shocked when they sent it too. Because I was like, wow, they actually sent it to me. So she's in Washington. Okay, let me see. Different states got different laws. Let me see. This one is still. I just sent this one. Get a birth certificate quick. Um. Okay. Let me see this. Same. Same. Amending the record. Yeah. So, it's the same company. Amending the records. DC. Order birth certificate online. Order birth certificate online. Order birth certificate online. Birth certificate online. Order in the birth certificate. Search. This is something. Amending the record. Application for amend birth certificate in minors to court. Do you want to change the child's name now? How do I change my name? Louisiana. How do I, the cost to change my name in DC? Well, it's funny because here it says DC. It says $60 filing fee. But see, this is a whole nother thing. Oh, this is North. Did I go on this one? Latest COVID-19 news. For the records online, continue to serve you during the COVID-19 outbreak. The safety of custom employees, official priority. The best to get birth certificate online quickly. Apply for birth certificate from home. No waiting, no lines. Get a birth certificate. 4 to 5. Um, yeah, this is what I filled out. But I noticed one thing got different prices and stuff. Cause this one, well, mine was from Jersey. Actually, I saw one that says $60, so her 55 is pretty cheap. But they won't have the. I know every girl has a different story, but it breaks my heart to hear my sisters having to sell themselves. You give a piece of yourself away every time. That's so true. Drugs probably, coke probably. I pray for my sister to have a spiritual clean. Amen. Hey girl, my girl just said, okay, 55. That was yeah, I looked at that up too. It says $60. So hers was $5 cheap. I guess different location. Hey, Sin, how are you, love? I guess different locations. Maybe it's more higher over there in Washington, especially since you got you know who over there. But it says 60, so 55 is still pretty cheap. She could still check around now. Did she go through the thing that I sent? Or did she go through something else? Miss Moore. Because they can help you there. I had to go to court to get my name changed though. I had to go to court. They put a thing in the paper to see if I was a killer, I guess. I don't know. And I'm gonna change. It was got the seal. I bought a bunch of copies of that though. And they charge you for that. But then I had to go with the doctor thing. You know, it's hard to get a doctor to treat you now. I can't get a doctor because I have no doctor to treat me. And nobody really wants to touch you because they don't know what to do, which is crazy. The same way you treat genetic females, the same way you treat us. It's just a pill. You monitor our hormone level or get a hormone doctor. And let your hormone doctor check your thing. Two doctors. But if you get a hormonal doctor, they can always check your blood and stuff to see how much your hormones are doing. Child, please. They just look for anything. This one doctor wouldn't treat me. He was like, I wouldn't know where to begin. I said, well, could you give me a second doctor? He was like, no. And then when I talked to the lady who ran the hospital, she said, well, he was supposed to prescribe you to another doctor, a secondary doctor. He's not supposed to say no. They teach you that in the med school, that if you can't do it, you recommend another doctor. But he said no. I think they was mad because they didn't know what I was, and that kind of pissed them off, which is stupid. Like, my story ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Only got to do with y'all is y'all collecting my money for this visit. Happy Sunday, Pink Jelly Bean. Raven, what do you do for a living? I've always wondered. You're so glamorous. You're a cam model. No, Raven works. Mother's lived. No, I'm not a cam model. I wish I was. I tried to do that though. People were telling me to do that, and I did it. Yeah, what I did was, let me tell you what I did. They said, Raven, be a cam model. You could go online. I was like, sure. Let me make my money online then. So I signed up, and I said, okay, this is listen. I'm not the smartest one in the world when it comes to this stuff. I said there will be no news, so don't ask me. And I said something else. I said I ain't showing nothing. I ain't showing no. I ain't no. I'll give you compensation. They was like, the hell you will. They was like, so they was like, oh, well, you must think you better than everybody else. I was like, I'm not here for this. I'm here for the money. Y'all keep telling me to get. Baby, when I tell you they was pissed off with me, I was like, I'm not doing that. I couldn't do it. I mean, this is the thing. I don't have to try everything in life. I get it, but I ain't want to do that. Yeah, but that's the thing. You can't say men beneath me, Kermit. The thing about it is, see, this is the thing. This is how it goes. Remember, I got robbed by a man from Wall Street, so you can't get no higher than that. I I'm not gonna read all the men off because mothers live. It's a Bible. You're supposed to use it before you die. Let me stop. No, but the thing about it is that in order to win you over, I'm gonna come across as a friend, and that's what they do. They pull a chair out for you, da 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 da. And then once they do what they do, they be like, bye. Like, no argument, no fight, no disagreement, no nothing. He just gone. So what do? At least tell me what I did wrong. Nope. Could you pick up the phone? Nope. So I'm not gonna get an argument. I'm not gonna get a fight. I'm not gonna get nothing. You just going. Okay. And that's what happened. But I'm gonna tell you what I miss. I miss them pretty men. Oh, them real pretty men. Oh, I miss them really pretty ones. And then when I do find one, he is so conceited. Oh. But I've noticed something in my catalog of men that's been coming. A lot of my men has been coming has been dark skinned, and that's a little shake up. They're more dark skin and brown skin. But the yellow ones be on this thing. And most men who like me are not black. They usually another ethnicity. A lot of black men don't like me, which is weird. I guess they be like, we don't want you. A lot of black men don't like me. It's usually Spanish guys and some nationalities I can't even name. A lot of white men don't like me either, because I'm not black enough. And then a lot of black men don't like me because I'm not white enough. And the sad part about it, they both getting rid of me, so what's the damn difference? What's my type? Breathing. I'm over it. As long as they breathing. And just make sure your Johnson work. Because I can't do nothing with this. Help! Help! It's like a cat on a fence. Meow! 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 And I'm just over it. I think that's the thing about it. It's like I'm not really into it no more. I think because I've been disappointed so much. And I think when you get disappointed with men sexually, they don't do it for you no more. They don't. And the thing about it is, then when you do get the man who's like can go there with you, child, you got to do like this. Make sure he coming to steal, honey, because he be coming to do something extra. But, and then when you do meet a man that can actually, you know what I mean? He goes to his pants, he pulls out something like this. What we gonna do with this? What we gonna do with this? What we gonna do? I mean, really? Well, you don't got nothing loose, just really? No. Mm-mm. No. You got nothing to loosen yourself up, really? So you this big and you this much girth and you wanna, no. And then on top of that, you can't put a condom on. So then come on there. What we gonna do? Oh, you clean? Boo. No, we ain't doing that. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Because I'm not having sex with a man without protection. I'm sorry, you can forget it. Oh, must be something wrong with you. Yeah, for inviting you to my house. No. But that's the new thing going around too. I think a lot of guys feel like since you always use protection, that okay. I think since a lot of guys feel like your body is clean because nobody's, you know what I mean? So you good. No. And that's the thing that scares me of getting married. Because if you get married, he don't want to use protection. You know what I mean? Like I have to trust you with my body. And the same men I be messing with be married. They don't be married until, we have an entanglement. Once we have an entanglement, oh, by the way, I'm married. Oh, I thought you were single. Well, if I'd have told you the truth, you'd have never met me. Okay. All right. No, not no. Yeah, but no X. No, that would be an XXXL. Mm-mm. And then you know you're gonna say it's too tight. Mm-mm. The thing about it, it's never good enough. It's not even about the skin color. It's never good enough. No matter what you do, it's never good enough. I don't care how passable you are, how beautiful you are, how your body is. You're never good enough. If you don't believe it, think of all the beautiful females out here that don't have a man. You got Holly Berry, beautiful. Tyra Banks, beautiful. You got so many girls out here. Kenya Moore, I'm not a fan, but she's still beautiful. Meg the Stallion, beautiful. You talking about beautiful girls out here. Beautiful. And they ain't got no men. Vanessa Williams, beautiful. Beautiful women. Drop dead gorgeous. And they ain't got no men. And they got money. You got Lisa Ray, you got Vivica Fox. We talking about drop dead gorgeous, beautiful women. And they getting drive-bys. As beautiful as they are, I be trying to put a ring on their hand. No. So where do we stand? Yeah, that's the thing. These girls are beautiful. These girls are drop dead gorgeous. So was they're not passable enough? They're not beautiful enough. They even come with money and looks. And you mean to tell me y'all need more than them? And here it is. I'm coming up there to be like, oh, you want me to be with you? So it's like, what do? You go sit down by the prison, wait for the men to come out of jail from prison. Hello, need a place to stay. I don't even want to deal with them either. Like it's some real crazy stuff. And then the thing about it, dating guys from prison, they be on some. You got to give them time to rehabilitate mentally because they going through a lot of trauma and stuff. I've never been on Tinder. Tinder don't do it for me. Crazy is everywhere. Like they on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. A man will find you if he wants you. He gonna find you. It's just when he finds you, what comes with him? Like, oh. And then when you meet a man who do want to be with you, he's so little. He be like this tall. Mama. Oh, somebody's baby. And he getting a hard way to go because he's short. Then when you do meet a guy who's real tall, you want a short girl. You don't want nobody tall as you. You want a little girl. Well, you want to be the girl. Child. What do you do? I went to the bar in New York City to meet a female. I was like, let me just go meet me a woman and stop all this mess. I went to the bar. Security guard stood there. He was like, you got ID? I was like, yeah, well, you got to pay to get. I think he ID'd me. I'm not sure. I think he did. I'm not sure. Did? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He tested for he asked for his money. This is an all female bar. I don't know if anybody ever been to an all female bar. Excuse me. But it was all women. Excuse me. It wouldn't be a video if I didn't blow my nose. Oh my God, I'm hitting every time in the garbage. So I'm in a female bar and all these beautiful women walking inside. I was like, this is interesting. And I'm a Gemini, so I'm thinking, I'm like, now, let me go find a spot way in the back where nobody's sitting. So I'm gonna sit in the back, and so I go all the way in the bar, and I sit way in the back, and I'm looking at all these females coming in the bar, beautiful girls, tall girls, short girls, fat girls, thin girls. Everybody got style, everybody got class, everybody got this, and I'm like this. And I'm looking, and all these women are there for women, female for female. So I'm like, so I'm looking, and then you know, I'm like, it's all these look that I kind of got the, I guess I got the transphobia thing going on. It's all these real girls. I mean, we all do it, but they want to admit it front, and I'll just admit it. It's all these genetic females. Because I'm looking at them all coming to the bar. Some taller than me. And I'm like, so now I know how a female feels when she goes to a gay bar with all men. Because now I'm getting to see, what it's like. So I'm sitting looking at. So I saw these two come in, and I looked at them, and I saw this one sitting at the bar. And she had her hair just like this. And she was on her cell phone. She was just like this. So she's like this. And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, then I said to myself, Raven, is this what you want? Is this really what you want? You let these men beat you down so bad that you're in a female's bar looking for a female? Are you going, so I'm sitting there like this. She's like, would you like to have a drink? I was like, yeah. Give me a whiskey and I said, give me a whiskey and Coke. She said, okay. I said, let's Coke, please. So she gave me my drink. So I'm like, because you can't get too high because you want to be active what you're doing. So I'm sitting in the bar and I'm like this. I still look at this one girl. She was fine. So I'm looking at her, I'm like, but she didn't look at me. She stayed on her phone. So I still stay in my little corner in the dark spot inside the bar, and I'm looking. Females coming in, more females, more female. Then this real tall female came in, and I looked at her. I said, can I do a tall female? Mm-mm. So these other two came in. I think they call soft studs or stems. Stems, I think, is a stud in a stem is a stud in a femme. That means dressed like a dude, but like the wear female stuff. It's called the stem. So I saw that walk in, and then I'm like, okay, well, this is interesting. It could be every listen. It's an open environment. All is welcome. There's liquor. So I'm sitting and I'm looking because I'm thinking, can I do this? Like, I'm not going to hurt nobody. Can I mess with a female? And I'm going to, I don't hurt her. Because if a man walks in the bar, I smell balls. It's a man in here, it's hard to be focused. I gotta say, I want to get something cootie cat. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Like, what I'm supposed to do? Like, then they may be thinking I'm a full blown cisgender woman, and then all of a sudden they go, "Oh my goodness," you know what I mean? It's like, I thought about that. I was like, "Oh God." So then this two girl came up to me. She had her hair like dress. She was like, "I buy you a drink." I said, "No, I don't want a drink." She was like, this your first time here?" She was like, the swag. She was cute, real pretty girl. She was like, this your first time here? I was like, look, and I was like, so a girlfriend was like, yo, handle that. I'm like, okay. So she was like, she turned to me, You know, like a dude would do. She turned to me. She was like, "Yo, so what's up?" So I'm looking at her like this. She's like, "What you shy? This your first time here?" I was like, "No." She said, "You want to dance?" I was like, "No." And she was like, she was pretty though. She was like, "Let me buy you a drink." I was like, she's like, "What's the matter? You shy?" I said, "No." Then I'm thinking, I was like, "You can't tell what I am. Like, you don't know. Like, you can't tell." I could tell. So I'm like, so I'm looking at her, and she's right. She's literally right here in my face. Like, she's right here. She's like this far away from just. So I'm sitting there and looking at her, and she's like right here. And she's like, and then she started looking at, and I'm like, because I'm not supposed to see nothing. So while she's checking me out, I learned that women like these. So I'm sitting there like this. And I don't got no makeup on, which the same way I look now, I don't got no makeup on. So I went to New York the same way, no makeup on. So I'm sitting in the bar. She was looking at me. I guess she was like, "Well, you can't be no this woman because you look a mess." You're not the glamorous one. You must be the bootleg version. So I'm sitting in there and everything, and I'm like, so she's checking me out, and the females was hitting on me. The other girl was like, "Your hair look nice." I was like, "Thank you." So she was like, "Well, let me tell you the days I be here. I be here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays and Fridays." I was like, "Okay, those are the days I make sure I don't come." So she was like, "You want to dance?" I was like, "No." She said, "Don't be shy." Something like. Then I was thinking, I was like, "How did this work?" Like, she likes females. You know what I mean? Like, she likes the box. I'm the fox that rocked the box. I don't know if I got the box. And I'm like, I was like, "Raven, you always get yourself in a situation. You always get yourself in some." So I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, if she likes females and she's thinking that I'm like her and she's thinking I got and then she finds I got did she make how does this work? Then I found myself right back at that wall. I'm like, "Yo, what am I gonna do? There's a female that likes the box, and I ain't got the box. I come with the whole kit and this shit." So I'm thinking to myself, have not seen you in for. Hey, pretty, how are you, Natural? Pretty natural. I know I have been going. I just think about it. It's like I this cam. This can't make me look the worst. I don't even care, but I'm just like, but I just said, let me turn the cam anyway. If you ever need to talk, send me your email. Okay. No, I don't need to talk, but thank you. I love you. Pretty natural. No, so I was in everything, and she was I keep telling y'all big sisters a mess. I'm not like the little church girls, honey. Oh, mothers live, honey. It's the body. You're supposed to use it, and I use it to the mind. Let me stop. That old hole with me. No, but oh, you want me to if you ever need to talk, send me an email. What's the matter, girl? I'm going through it too. Yeah, but the thing is, like, it is. But that's something you got to think about. I didn't think about that. If she likes female, I am deceiving her. You know what I mean? It's like, well, damn, I'm deceiving him, I'm deceiving her. Where the hell do I go? Oh yes, let's live. Hey Michelle, that's the thing. Like, what do I do? And then her girlfriend was like real masculine. And I'm like, and then you got to understand, you have to find out which one that you want, that you're compatible with, because you have to be able to respect their category of who they are. I mean, I've been with a woman before, so I still, let me stop. Grace, I feel like I still am with them. They just transformed and call themselves anyway. But it's different. Like, what do you do when you're dealing with a female? You know what I mean? Because you can't be all aggressive with it. But then I be looking at girls online, females for females and studs and stuff, and some of them be like, I don't know. Like, what do you do? I was like, I just think I'm lost. So at that point, I was like, I'm just gonna stay away from everybody. So she was like, I got up and left though. I was like, I gotta go. She's like, why you leaving so soon? Because I'm a Gemini and I got to thinking that, what am I supposed to do with her? Because if I get a hold of her in the bedroom, I'm gonna turn her out. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't see, the thing about it is she likes females. Hey, Letty B. So where do I go though? Hi, sweetie. Like, where do I go? She likes females. She likes the box. Yes, y'all understand what I'm saying? She likes the box. I understand that maybe, you know what I mean? But then the same thing with the men. Like, what do you do? She likes the box. And then I'll be watching, you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of females. It is. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I never forget, I met this one Spanish girl. She lived right down the street here. And she came to my bar where I was working at. And um, she came to the bar where I worked at. And I didn't even know she worked there. If it wasn't for my roommate, I probably would have been with her. Me and her probably would have been together right now if my roommate didn't stop it. Me and this girl would have been. She cussed me out. In fact, a lot of females cussed me out. I know, but see, this is the thing, Deshaun. The thing about it is that she's thinking I'm a genetic female because she's thinking I got the box. See, she likes to do things to the box. You know what I'm saying? It's like a gay man that like men. You know what I'm saying? He goes down and find out that the man that he was messing with was a trans man. Now here it is, he ready to dig in and lift it up. And then, you know what I mean? He's like, well, what the, you got to understand the mental you're doing to these people when you do this to them. You got to understand what you're doing to them mentally because it's going to really, you know what I mean? That's why you have to let them know way in advance because whether they could deal with it or not, even the ones who've done it, when they go away from you, a lot bothers them mentally. You change their whole way of thinking. You're doing a lot. Now, if they want to share with you or not, if it's a man, he ain't gonna share with you. A lot of times it'll mess with him and he'll start getting high, he start getting messed up, he'll start dating women, just dogging everybody, because he can't, instead of him sitting down talking to you, be like, yo, listen, it's kind of bothering me a little bit, because he have to ask you that question, am I gay? You're like, no, you're not gay, sweetie, you're a woman. It's like, no. He goes through these whole changes and it bothers him. So then you mess with a female, and then you get her in that bed. And I don't know about y'all, but mothers live. If I turn her out, then she be like, you ain't no, you know what I mean? Then she gonna be mad at me. She be like, well, you shouldn't have never did this, and you shouldn't have never. So what do you do? I mean, I already stopped doing things to the men because I started turning them out, and it backfired. And I don't do nothing. They call me, a dead fuck, because I have to be. Because if I act the way I act, then I'm gonna turn them out. Then they say, I know I got, open the door, open the door. and they ain't gonna want me. They're just gonna want me for sex. I'm like, no. So I have to be a dead, they call them a dead fuck. They just lay in the bed and don't do nothing. I can't do anything. You know what I mean? So yeah, exactly, Letty B. And that's the thing about it with these men. You have to he goes for a lot mentally. Now if you take a female, can you imagine? Because the females are more, but I would love that. A female clingy. I would love to roll over and see a beautiful woman lay next to me in the bed. I would. Because if I could roll over and see the most ugliest men I ever saw in my life, it's time for let me stop. I would love to see a pretty female. That's how I know them hormones have done something to me. There's some hormones. Them hormones did this to me. Oh, somebody said date a female. You still a man after all. Anyway, so that's the thing. That's all you do. That's all you do. And that's it. That's how I do things. Don't come for me. So much you still a man after all. When you open up a can of worms, you're going to get a whole bunch of bites. And that's the thing about it. So, what do you do? What do you do? It's good to see certain people still follow Raven. Raven still got the haters. Remember the haters, y'all. They're nice to go live. They should be the ones that usually I get my 3 likes down. Is the dislike button down? Should be 3 people that's done disliked it already. Y'all see the dislike button? Is it 3 people? That's the thing about it, though. That's the real thing about it, though. It always have to be. Hey, Cassandra, Maya. Yeah, that's the thing about it. The thing that gets me with people, which is hilarious, more food. Yeah. But the thing about it is, hey, Cassandra, yeah. The thing about it is, if this is the thing I be telling y'all, the same ones that be hating on you, the same ones in the LGBT. The same ones that's killing us is in the LGBT. And we thinking it's straight people. It be them. It be them. The worst of the worst. The worst of the worst. That's why it almost feel. That's why I asked y'all, do y'all feel protected? Because the same ones you run into is the one with the knife behind their back. They hug you with this arm and got a knife behind their back with the other one. But that's the whole thing. So I don't know. I thought about dating that woman. I thought about it. And I said I'm not gonna date nobody. But I tell you one thing: if I ever do get a relationship, I'm never gonna post them online because people don't be happy for you. I tell y'all all the time: if y'all ever get a man or a woman, don't never post them online because people don't be happy for you. If a video gets dislikes, then it gets more views for disliking your views. That actually helps your channel. Thank you. I mean, the thing of people gonna do what they want. I don't care. But you're right. Because we're in a negative world, and that's what the world thrives on. You know, I get it. I don't even care though. They don't. I tell y'all all the time, if y'all ever get a man, don't post them online. If you ever get a woman, don't post them online. People are not gonna be happy for you, and they're gonna hunt that person down to try to find who they are and try to hit them up and try to go and break whatever y'all have up. People don't be happy for you. They don't. They don't be happy for you at all. I would never post because relationships are not perfect, and people don't never really be happy for you. They don't. They say they do be, but they don't be. They don't be. They don't. And then if you dated a man that would said he wanted to be with you, girl, then you finally be with him, and then he mad at you because you didn't do what he wanted you to do. Now all of a sudden he misgendering you. The same one that was in your house is now talking about you like a dog. It's crazy. I don't know. But I noticed one thing about the natural look. I love the natural look, but I have to get. Remember they used to sell what's that human hair weave, the curly hair. I can't find it no more. I went to the store to buy it. They ain't have it. Everything is lace fronts and synthetic curls. So anybody dating anybody, or everybody's single? Any prospects? Anything like is new? Me too. Pretty. Isn't that sad though? The thing about it is, how many times can you date somebody? I'm on a singles. Yeah. But the thing about it is, what's this, Dorji? The thing about it is, it will turn you into one, whether you want to or not, because you're told no matter how many times you fall down, get back up. And even though you get back up, and then you get somebody else to knock it down again, after a while, you be like, I ain't even into it. I'm just doing it. It turns you into a slut. It really do. I don't know. I think of all the people out here who was what was it called? They used to blog and stuff. And what's his name? I just wish so many rappers I wish didn't get killed. It makes me sick. X10 Toxin. Y'all have heard of him? X10 Toxin. His name was I was not I'm gonna say another way. X10 Toxicon Toxin. They killed him. I forget his name. Jamard. His name's something. I can't believe they killed that boy. But the thing is, I keep trying to figure out is why am I so linked to death? Do y'all know they be showing funerals on YouTube? Like you can actually see people's funerals and dead bodies. It's not funny in caskets. I'm like, some got kind of slow. Yeah. Hey, Odom, that's crazy though. It's so many rappers they done killed. I really wish they wouldn't have, but I don't know. That's one thing I don't like talking about is rappers and Trump definitely, and black people sticking together. It's too depressing. I don't talk about black people sticking together. It's too depressing. I don't talk about Trump. Definitely too depressing. Every time, every time you come online, I be telling y'all, somebody watching you that you don't know. Somebody watching you. Somebody watching you don't know. Somebody's watching. That girl that just got killed, who went to the what was the playground, and she got murdered. I think it should be two different things: murdered and killed. She was killed. Well, this is a both, but murdered is like, to me, murdered to me, in my personal opinion, would be murdered means like I set you up and killed you. Killed to me could be like like a gun go off by mistake, you killed them. But I don't think they should put died on cemetery tombstone. Like they died. So and so was born, so and so died. No, you murdered them. They didn't die. They was murdered or they was killed. I think they need to delete that died stuff and put what happened to this person. My personal opinion. Exactly. But the thing about it's a setup though. What are y'all gonna do about y'all younger sisters who's playing these games of passability with these men because it's fun? Let's talk about that. How your younger sisters are playing passable with these men. Because y'all do know that they do that, right? I may not report it, but they do that. Now that I have y'all live, what are y'all views on that? When your sisters are playing passable with men that don't know. Because every man don't know. I may sing the song because I don't like it, but at the end of the day, they don't know. But the thing is, like, why is this such a bad thing when you try to tell them not to do it? Why is it so important that they do it anyway? Like, I don't get that part though. Yeah, but why is it that it's so important? Like, they'll look at you as the bad guy for saying, don't do it. We will all be able to completely pass if we want to in a decade or so from now. We really will, and technology will exist. Okay, that's wishful thinking. You never know. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say yeah. Life changes. You never know. They're afraid they will not get accepted or get the God. But the thing about it is, it's crazy though. But you're deceiving someone, but want to be accepted. Just make that make sense. I'm gonna trick you, but I want you to like it. The men nowadays are so violent and angry towards women. What happens to the love and respect? Thank you, Mr. Odom. Yeah, but the thing about it is that gets me is I've talked to them and they get offended by me. Oh, you just want me to sit around and just tell everybody what I am. That's not what I'm saying. What I said to you was, if you have a desire to be this man in a sexual manner or want to make see where things go, Why don't you tell him the truth and let him decide whether he want to move forward with you? Suppose he was the kind of person who killed someone like you. Suppose he was the kind of person who beat up people like you. Suppose he was the kind of person that hate people like you. And I say this, just because he cute, don't mean he won't kill you. Men kill beautiful women. So here it is. You are coming to him on the deceit thing. In his mind, he feels played. He feels embarrassed. He feels as though you got a disease. Oh, he's gonna go all over the place. And when he feels like his life is threatened, guess what we're gonna do? And that's sad. He's not gonna accept you if you tell him a lie though. Yeah, but you gotta understand. But you okay, you understand. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I can't. Only reason why I can't understand it is how can you want love from somebody that's like going to and a black person going to the KKK meeting going, what y'all cook? I got some brownies. Anybody want to eat? I just want y'all to accept me. Really? What you think the whole room gonna do when you walk in there with your brownies and juice and soda pop and put it on the table to eat? And everybody stop. Well, I just want y'all to accept me. Oh, you was found hung in a tree. You got to know what you're doing. You got to watch how you move. You already been educated to know everything. Why do you decide to go that way anyway? And then when something goes bad, we hear a body hanging from a tree. When you knew better, or you stabbed up and you killed, you knew better. There are so many men out here that will mess with you, but they don't want those men. They want the one. And the funny thing about this whole thing, trans men do the same things too to dudes. I know it has to be a sexual thing, my personal opinion too. Uh, how can you hide something and you say it's just like STD, but he is bringing it to his girl? Yeah, but that's totally different than his girl. But the thing is about it is that whether you got a girl or not, a wife or not, you have to be safe within you. Because to make it about her, it's not about that girl. Still the wrong final way she got. Yeah, dudes kill you. Let's start there first. And I think girls feel like, well, he's too cute to kill me. He too fine. Y'all better go check that Google, baby. It's some gorgeous men up there. Hell, one just became a top model. He got a star on his face and he killed somebody. He became a top model from a prison shot. He's gorgeous. A married man kills his pregnant girlfriend the other day. Right. A married man killed his pregnant girlfriend the other day. Why? Because she was going to tell his wife. And there it is. There it is. Facts. But why is it so important that you have to get him? Like it's the only last man. There are a lot of gorgeous men out here in the world. I think it's all about presentation to the dude. Keep going to every pretty man you want to meet and just talk to him. And some men will give it as like a job interview. Just when they reject you, go to another job, go to another job. Treat the men like that. But you just can't trick a man, especially if it's sexual, because your pants have to come down. And the thing about it that gets me with you, some of you girls, and some of the ones that's probably listening low key, I saw a video of a trans woman having one guy. Y'all may have seen the video. But she was in the bed with one guy holding her, who definitely knew what she was, and two other guys was in the back. One guy was doggy styling on her, and he didn't know what she was. Laid on her stomach. She had a pair of panties on. He moved the panties to the side, which kept her. And he's humping her. And then he noticed it. And he hops up. And the guy holding her to me said, nah, nah, she just got a big booty. He stopped. Now, a girlfriend of mine said that she ended up murdered. I don't know if she did or not. But my girlfriend of mine, she was like, they killed her. Now, here it is. Good morning, world. Y'all with these new names. And from what I was told, they killed her. He killed her. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but I did see the video of her in the bed with these two men. It was one man was holding her, she was laughing, and the other man was behind her, and he was in her, and the other guy was waiting. And then she happened to tell, he's like, yo, this is not a girl. Like, and she turned, when she turned, you could see. So I'm like, why would you be in the bed with three dudes and you in it by yourself naked? Like, is that like this a position you want? And the thing about it is like you put yourself in these situations and then you want to cry, um, well, they knew what I was. Well, usually they not telling that story. We usually telling the story because they already murdered. And the sad part about it, I've taught the girls who've done this. Girls have done this. Girls have went to bed with dudes and they did it doggy style and they felt as though they could hold it in their hand while the man going her and try to maneuver it. And then she ends up beat up, murdered, killed. How many times can we try to protect you when you keep putting a bullet to your head? Like we put ourselves out there, we try to save you, and then you do it anyway. No, but Dora G, there are some passable girls out here now. I'm talking about passable, passable. I'm talking about real deal. I've seen it myself. And when I say this, no makeup, no wig, hair snatched back, girl body down. I've seen them. So I have to agree with the men. I've seen them because I didn't even know. And I was working with some of them didn't even know. So I seen them. So the men are not lying. And the girls notice. And they do it. And the thing about it is, even though you got the looks, that man can take it all away from you. In fact, there's a few girls murdered because of those reasons. And the thing about it is that she get hit on a lot because, and this is before even transitioning, she was already being hit on. No one even knew she was born, and everybody, she looked so passable. So she never had that thing of being called a man because she looked just like a girl. She always been called the girl her whole life. If a cis man have any type of issue with not being informed that the person he's trying to get with is a trans, then he has a problem. You have nothing to you have nothing to love. The trans girl have nothing to lose when they see a nice looking dude without letting them know they got to have. They don't think they got nothing to lose. Jesus loves us, accept him in your heart and follow his way. Um, there's a we need to avoid dangers, but if cis man has an issue, then is. Yeah, but the thing about it is, the thing about it is, he doesn't have the issue. If you are a trans woman and you're tricking him, you're the one with the issue. You're the one with the issue because if you loved yourself, then you wouldn't have to go that route. But if you don't love yourself and you come with him with doubt, it's like that old saying, like they tell females, If you slap a man, he's not supposed to hit you. But if he hits you, don't be surprised because you put your hands on him first. So here it is, you're talking about a sexual DNA transaction, and you're going to trick him, and you want to be able to walk away from it to say, I've had him. And you don't want to suffer any repercussions. That means you want to keep your face. You don't want him to rechange it. You want to walk out without a bullet or a knife. You want to look beautiful. You're not thinking of those things. You're thinking of the anatomy, but you're not thinking of that what comes with the price of what you're doing. That's what I'm trying to say. What you're saying. Okay. You're trying. That's the thing. And the thing about it is, I I I I understand you want to be loved. I mean, who don't want to be loved? But you got to understand what you're doing. You're deceiving him. He's not going to love you after you tricked him. And if he do, you lucky. But a lot of times what happens to a lot of, if a man finds out that you were born a certain body, you had the whole, what's that called? You had the surgery. The next thing you know, when he finds out he's been tricked, you better watch what you eat from now on, because your food may be getting poisoned, or you just maybe happen to found dead. You gotta be careful. You're playing a dangerous game. Men minds are very weak. They're very weak. They're not very strong. If you go to war, bring a bunch of females. She'll go for a man. A man. Men are cowards. I hate to say it, but they are. Not all of them, of course, but a lot of them are cowards. They're afraid. Because if they were leaders, we wouldn't even have this. We wouldn't even have this conversation because he wouldn't care. I'm gonna do what I want to do. But they're afraid. They're afraid of what Tommy's gonna think. They're afraid of what Suzanne is gonna think. They're afraid of what Billy's gonna think. He's not like, I'm living my life. If you don't like it, get away from me. I need to get acceptance from this person, acceptance from that person on who I can love. That's who they move. They're not gonna sit back and say, I'm a real man. If you don't like it, get out of my life. Some of them will, but many of them won't. They won't even take a genetic female overweight to his boys because he's afraid of what they're gonna say about. And she has to go through a whole bunch about her weight, about her this and her that. He puts her down. So within that, being disrespected, what do you think they'll do with us? And that's the thing about it. And here it is. You're not only tricking him, you taking him into bed because you think your head game is crazy. But it's not set in stone. I'm sure it works some places. Some cases it works. But I'm going to tell you, even if it does work, it's going to mess with him mentally. Mentally, it's going to mess with him. Mentally, it's going to mess. It's just like your first time having sex with a person, of your interest. Your first time when you went home, you thought about it. You may not have shared it with the person, but you thought about what you did. You thought about the sexual performance that went down. You thought about a lot of things that happened. So reality is that here it is, you taking a man out of his element of procreation with the female, da 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 da, and now you took his whole mind and flipped it on something he was not prepared for. And then mentally, you're hoping he don't do a turnaround and come back and get you, or get one of his boys to get you, or just something just happened to happen to you. You're hoping you could still maneuver through life without repercussions for your actions, or someone in your family has to pay for your repercussions for your actions. It's a lot. I'm just saying, I mean, if you like it, I love it. Anyway, I know saying like, I want to trick him. I, some men ain't work, John. And then if you trick the man and he fine and gorgeous and finally he crazy and he liked it and he crazy, he beating you up. He could be cute and beat you up too. We're talking about men who have mental problems. He's already obligated to declare what chromosomes all we have. Cis people aren't expected to do that. We aren't tricking people. We're making assumptions. Well, my friend, if you feel as though you're not tricking anybody when it comes to sex, then my friend, you will not get an argument from me. I'm not in the business of changing nobody else's mind. All I do is the death reports. Because every time somebody didn't have a problem with it, there's always somebody that's waiting for them to show up. Because when you play with I always tell people, when you keep calling for the devil, and when he show up, don't act like you're the victim, because you kept calling for him. And when he showed up, don't be mad, because you sung for him. Y'all gonna learn playing with a stick of dynamite. You think every man is just because he cute, got a high IQ, smart and intelligent, can deal with what you just did to him mentally? You go right ahead and do it. Because when he show you who he really is, if a cis dude assumes a trans woman is cis, then he can't say he tricked him. But we're talking about two different things. We're talking about sexual performance. If it's a sexual act, if you knew you were interested in a man sexually and you took his number and you went out on a date with him and you knowing you're tricking him because you know what you're doing, because you can't be a hypocrite, because you know in your mind you're wrong. You know you're wrong. He's talking about baby, some procreation, and you're sitting there and you look at him right in the face. And it's the same thing as a trans woman being going to a location where she's being set up to be murdered. So she's being tricked. So we supposed to feel sorry for you for being tricked, for going to a location to be murdered, but we're not supposed to feel sorry for him for you being a person that's perpetrating his life for the murdering his spirit as what you do. But you don't see the problem there. But we want us to get upset by you getting murdered, but you don't understand by murdering his spirit or what he thought he had in front of him that you deceived him. We're not supposed to feel sorry for him. We're supposed to feel sorry for you for being killed. Okay, that makes sense. I'll take what she's having. I mean, let's be fair. We should not feel sorry for him. Okay. But I guess we shouldn't feel sorry for the girls either. So, but I only want to say that because some of y'all don't even feel sorry for the girl. I hate to say it, but some of y'all don't even some of y'all don't even feel sorry for y'all sisters being murdered. The conversations I've had with some of y'all, I've talked to girls about girls getting murdered and watched other girls just laugh on the phone. It was a girl, it was her time. I'm like, she was only 20 years old. It was her time, Raven. Okay. And you a two-spirit woman, standing at a 20-year-old, it was her time to die. Okay. And then y'all wonder why I disappeared. I'm like, okay. Now, okay. Remember, everybody gets a turn. Yeah, but you're making a man into a victim too. You don't agree with that, Dorothy? You don't think you're making a man into a victim when you're tricking him? You don't think he's being a victim? You don't think that's making him into a victim? Nope. Okay. Well, I hope your insurance is up good. God forbid Because when you play in the devil's playground, when the devil shows up, I've had a girl that was she she didn't tell a guy. She called me on the phone screaming, he trying to kill me. And she hiding. I was like, what you want me to do? Nobody's gonna take a plate and fill it up with food for you to eat from, and you decide I ate it, it's over with. Next thing. So the next thing mean did you feel fulfilled with it? No, do what I want. Okay. He's not a victim. Okay. So let me ask you this. If you meet a cute man and he liked at you and then y'all had sex, you tricked him, and he's like, okay, it's okay, I don't mind. He's like, you're so beautiful, I don't mind. Then well, let's see what happens. And you like, oh, okay. And then he takes you out on a date. Thank you. Then he takes you out on a date. He take you somewhere really far and nice, got you all dressed up looking beautiful. And then he takes you to this nice house with all his boys waiting around with gasoline and machetes and knives and everything. And here it is. They take you right down to this deep thing. And here it is. You about to jump out the car and he stick you with a needle and your body becomes collapsed. But he cute. But he cute. Then all his cute boys lift you out the car and they take you all the way down. And they start cutting you all up, all arms and legs and limbs. And they open up the ground in a shallow grave. They put a part here. Somebody take another part, take it to the river. Somebody take another part, put you getting separated. Now all of a sudden, nobody knows where you was at. But it was cute. Look at you, girl. You got killed by a cute ass man. Look at you. Anyway, at least it was cute. It was worth it. That was some good trickery. But at least he was cute. We could say you got killed by a cute man. Let the record show. They always say you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. Anyway, listen, you do what you gotta do. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't. It's not enough aspects in the world to entertain this whole conversation. Because my thing is this, for the ones that's gonna listen, do everything she's saying the opposite. Don't. Because at the end of the day, we need you here alive. And if some girls don't want to listen, then let them do what they got to do. And that's it. That's it. And the thing about it is that if you're a young girl, give that man the right. Because at that point, when you're tricking him, he's now become a victim. Be fair, the same way you want somebody to be fair to you. And see what happens. If he don't want you, there's about 1 billion more men out here looking for you. If not a trillion. Finding a man is not going to be a problem. Nowhere. You be straight up with him and see what happens. I got a phone packed with men. And a lot of y'all do too. And they know what's up with y'all. Y'all have been on no dates, y'all have been to movies, y'all have been here, y'all have been in everywhere. Living the same life as a cis woman. And they ain't been tricked. And we're still here telling our stories. Only ones ain't telling their stories is the one that done tricked them. I mean, there's always another room in the graveyard if you want your position not filled. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't say you need to avoid it if you're playing a mind game. You're playing with the devil's playground. You can't say how to avoid it. Do you understand how people get tricked? Do you think they get tricked because somebody says, I hate you? They get tricked off of love. They get tricked off of I love you. You get tricked off of I accept you. But then here it is, you saying you're going to go after him. And then you're going to trick him. You're going to take out time to hurt this man. You don't care that you just messed his whole world up. His whole thinking, you while you home laughing, talking to your friends, his mind is going crazy. He don't even know how to. He going from here to here. He's like, yo, what? She set me up. She probably gave me a disease. I'm probably, he's going crazy. And here it is. You watching movies. Now he's black, or whatever case may be. He had a word called revenge. Now he want revenge on you. Here it is. You all dumb, but he's cute. He's cute. He's cute. He gonna want revenge. Now when he get revenge, it ain't gonna be the way you think. It ain't gonna be the way you think. You can go on Google. There's a bunch of beautiful men up there that's done committed murder, manslaughter murder, drop dead gorgeous, look like models, beautiful, 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 gorgeous men. Men that should be in magazines, men that should be actors, men that should be beautiful. They got bodies on them. Some got a few bodies. If he's a psychopath, stay away from me. How old are you? I can't. How old are you, Dorji? You gotta be young. You gotta be young. You gotta be. You gotta be. Yeah, you gotta be. I take pictures and show tons of the same pictures, tons of the same. They be wanting the business. Thank you, Cassandra. We're waiting. Come on, sweetie. Yeah, they be cute. They be fine as hell. Shit. That damn was that. Oh, you're 42. Okay, right. For some reason, I don't believe that number, but I'll go along with it because you say you are. I don't believe that number. I believe you're just saying it because if that was the case, you'd have said it way before the number of people that went up. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Anyway, because at 42 years old, honey, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You know what? But at 42, we would not be having this conversation. Exactly. We would not. Well, shit. I could tell y'all, I'm 13 years old. I'm just a big 13. I'm 13 years old today. I was 12 and now I'm 13. We giving out new ages. Shit, I'm also getting my new age. I'm 13. I'm just turning to puberty. Oof. Anyway, God, I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Anyway, well, I hope nobody. Yeah, like I said, I'm too old and tall to pass these days. But when I was a teenager, men used to assume I was cis off. I can't believe that you actually called me a liar. I, I didn't say you was a liar. I just I don't believe you. You know, I find it funny you don't like to be called a liar, but you lie to a man. That's kind of hypocritical a little bit. You think that's a little bit? I can't believe you called me a liar, but you say you lie and trick men, but that's kind of like a hypocrite. I'm just saying. Listen, this is the thing. If you want to trick men, girl, do it. You like it, I love it. That's your business. I ain't got to listen. I'm not trying to pull you. Listen, I only could try to tell you what I could tell you. If you don't want to do it, if anybody sit up here and try to talk to you, it's because everybody trying to make sure you stay alive. So forgive us for trying to make sure you stay alive. So forgive us. We would step out of your way, my sister, and let you do what you need to do. But it's not hurtful because you just sit up here. You can't say somebody called somebody a liar when you said you tricked me, you lied to me. Like you can't. Anyway, I'm just better yet. Okay, I can't. I can't. What time is it? It's time for Raven to go. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to go. I can't. I love you too, but I love you alive. You said anyway. All right. I'm gonna stick with Piper. What Piper said. I'm gonna let it go. Anyway, it's been a very interesting meeting, everyone. Anyway, the whole purpose is just be fair. That's all. Exactly, Piper. Just do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. But I would like for you all to stay alive if you don't mind. I don't want y'all to leave me in this world because it's not like it's the most welcoming place in the world. So if you just please stay alive and hit the like button and stay alive with me, I would appreciate it. I don't want none of y'all to leave me. I need you more than you need me. And I definitely need you here. Please, what are you texting me for? Oh, mother's live. Mm. I think the worstest thing in the world. I think I. What's that thing called? I got my own way. Does this make sense? Like I have this thing about. I have a problem with dating young men. I know some of y'all are like that's not young, but to me it's young. Like if anybody was younger than me, I was like, you too young for me. You too young for me. You too young for me. And I should have dated younger guys. I should have. I always wanted somebody older than me, but I mean legal, but you know what I mean. Excuse me. And then now, the youngest guy I've dated was 22 years old. 22. When I dated, oh mothers live. I ain't date them. I just do what I do. Get on top of me and do your business, mister. And then he go home. Child, you ain't got to deceive these men. These men are looking, honey. Raven, would you say you've missed out on childhood because not being born? No, honey. No. No. Oh, no, honey. All I needed was one body and watch Raven make it work. It don't matter which one it came. Oh, child, please. Send me another one. We'll see what I'll do with that one. When I die, I'm only going to put on my damn tombstone this, bitch. You lived. They put my body inside a coffin. That shit go. It's going to let me stop. There wasn't nothing there. Oh, mothers live. I mean, the same thing. Genetic females getting. I'm getting. I was getting it anyway. Like you getting the same thing, Daisy. You getting the same thing as the only thing you just can't push out a baby. You getting amen. That's for damn sure. And a lot of them we don't want, especially the ones that would love to give us a baby and leave us with the damn child. You know, it's a ton of them out there. A man would love to knock you up and leave you, give you your baby. It's like leaving a shirt at your house. That's why they leave it, so you have something to come back to. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You getting them in. I'm getting them. We don't even want them. You don't. And then now they coming, the new men are coming impotent. I met this real pretty boy though. Oh, I met him off a grinder. Oh God, he was cute. I think he was underage, but he said he wasn't. But I'm always thinking everybody underage. They be like, I'm a grown ass man, stop talking about some fucking underage. I said, oh, I'm sorry. He was cute. I made him mad at me. That's the one thing I don't like dating with young men. You gotta watch what you say. You hurt their little feelings. You gotta buy little snackums with the little crackers and the cheese and the juices. Oh Lord Jesus. Anyway, y'all have a blessed Sunday. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. So I know y'all is over me. I've been on here for 2 hours and 43 minutes. Y'all should be sick of me by now. Ooh, but let's live. Oof. All these cute men. I be meeting some cuties though. Oof. Not all of them though. Oof. But then when they come too young, you find yourself what's that? You call yourself tutoring them. Girl, these young men be packing. Yes, they do, Piper. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's the ones I told you. This. Talking about some. Let me put it in. Look, where's this going? Where's this going? Child. You squeezing it. No, I'm not. Exactly, Piper Child. But the girl must be cute though. But I just feel bad. They be young and they be so innocent. And the old ones be like, oh, it's like a granddad clock. It's like, oh God, somebody's grandfather's over here. Jesus Christ. I don't know whether to hug you or rub you down or liniment with icy hot. Somebody's father. I like little small. I don't like men. I don't like men with big ones. I like little ones. Like a little something, the economy size. Mm. Just, I like my insides in my body. But those were, is mm-mm. It's just a little too much for me now. I don't know. That's what I was thinking before. I said the thing about me is a lot of young people, a lot of young guys like me a lot. They like me. They like me because I'm loca. See, I don't want all that in my body. I mean, that's good, Piper. That's cool. I don't mind that. I just don't want to be bleeding all on the bed. It's too much. That's too much for me. That's too much. It's not, you know. And you know who has those? Them short ones. Have you ever been with somebody and they come back and tell y'all what y'all did sexually and y'all didn't do that? Young guys make me feel like, thank you, Daisy. Okay, we're here. That's how I feel. I feel mad all around them. Like they shut me, like I'm like this. And then they pull you to, you be like, oh, stop. Please, no, don't kiss me, please. Oh, you'd be like, no, what's your problem, old lady? I can't. I'm like, please don't kiss me. Just kiss me on the cheek. It's hard. Yeah, that's true. Oof, child. I don't know. They be funny though. They be funny. It's I be having problems when they 22. That's too old. That's too young for me. Ah, it's too young for me. I don't want nothing under 30. And I get under 30 a lot. I definitely get under 30. I don't want under 30. But a lot of young guys don't want a lot of young guys don't want young girls. They want older girls. But it's the new thing. You know why? Sugar mama. They can be cute, but I would get turned on by the. Yeah, me too. I don't know if I get turned on so much. You know what it is? My problem is if you grow up around little kids, you don't really want to. You don't. I don't. It's hard to, even though they're grown men. Okay, they're not kids. They're grown men, but they're not even teenagers. They're men. Okay, we get it because I get cussed out a lot. I'm a grown ass man, but it's hard because if you raise young men, it's hard to see them as a man, if that makes sense. Somebody understand what I'm saying? It's hard to you. I think with black men, you need them to have an old face because if they had an old face, it wouldn't be so bad. But black men look real young. I mean, he could be 30 years old and still could pass for 17 to 18. So here it is. You like, oh God. So when they 26 years old, still look like they're around 14 or 15. It's hard with the little baby faces, and you like, how old are you? And then they cuss me out too. Like, I'm a grown ass man. Don't be coming on kid. But it's hard. I mean, some girls will do it. They're like, you legal. With me, it just bothers me. But everything bothers me now. That's probably why I'm single. But it is what it is. But then I be meeting the older men, and you sit there in the chair and they be like this. Well, this, and this, and this. You like, come on, pops, pops. Child, please. But it is what it is. I like older men. That kind of conversation. As long as he can talk. But a lot of older men, I don't know. I don't have a problem with older men. I have a problem with men who think that all I want from him is just sex. Because that's what some reason, y'all get that? They think that all we want is sex. Like, the next thing you know, you got the naked pictures. It's like, I don't want to see this. And it's funny because someone like you really be like it, and here it is, a naked picture. Oh God. I'm like, man, you gotta be like that too. Like, I really like you. But okay, I'll go away. But I learned guys that really respect you, they don't send stuff like that. They are blonde. You're right, Daisy. Miss Bubbles is funny. I like, but see, I don't discriminate. Like, I don't mind. Just don't be boring. Like I don't mind. Just don't be boring. Like if you boring on the phone, that means you want to be boring in front of me. Then you'll come over to the house, you'll be like this. Yeah, no. I'm like, why are you here? You boring. I like somebody with some life. You know what I'm saying? They talking to you like, yo, I don't care what they talk, as long as they talking to me. I had a conversation with someone yesterday that pissed me off, but he was talking to me about he's changed. He changed tremendously. He got into a situation, and all of a sudden, when he came out of his situation, he's no longer the same person that we was cool. He's different. Like he's this new person that's like I had so much love for him before. Like I don't even like him now. Like I don't like him. Like he's really he's becoming someone that I almost despise. And I understand when you get incarcerated and stuff, you changes, but he seemed like he changed more once he got out. And he's like really mean. Like he's super mean. Like I don't even like him now. I'm like, I'm good. I don't like you. And he's like, if Donald Trump wanted me to, if Donald Trump gave me $150,000, I'll vote for him. I was like, really? He said, yeah. F black people. I don't care about black people. Give me $150,000. You got my vote, Trump. I was like, really? He said, that's right. Do you know how black people get? Y'all don't give a damn about me. You know how black people, when they talk about black people, y'all don't give a damn about me. Da, 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 da. I was like, yeah, but we're talking about a situation. I understand you in your feelings, and I'm talking to you through hurt, but we're talking about a situation that's long term. And he was like, "Dog," how somebody get all agitated. It's like, okay, all right. But that's what he was saying. I was like, but Trump though, come on. But yeah, he's pissed off. Pissed off. But it is what it is. Life lessons could be very much situations that sometimes people can't divorce. It takes time. It takes a lot of times in some cases. But dude was a good dude before he went to prison. Dude is not a good dude now. Like I don't like him. And it's funny because I used to think he was so beautiful. Now I can't stand him. There's a difference between a boy and a man. All men are initially drawn to a woman's body, but a quality man who is looking for something real is willing to wait for the right. That's true, Miss Bubbles. But you know the funny thing about that? When you do find a man that's giving you those qualities that you want, he's usually this: help, help. Like, what are we gonna do with this? Because now you give me the: am I gonna cheat or stay faithful? And there's a lot of men. I mean, that's like in their 30s and 27. They're like smoking too much of that stuff. You smoke too much of that weed, you got a problem. It's messing with your you know, you got stress, you got weed, all this stuff you put in your body. It's messing with your functions. Not all cases, but it's sad though. It's real sad. Anyway, I'm about to go, y'all. Thank y'all for talking to me. We've been on for 3 hours. It's almost 3 hours. It's been a long catch up. Hopefully everybody caught up. Hope I didn't offend anybody. Hope I didn't make my little sister mad at me. And y'all have a blessed Sunday. You too. Women have women ha- women have to know their worth and allow men to be men a chance to see. So many women are in their masculine energy and they attract the men of their feminine energy. reaching to self. Yeah, but the thing about it with the masculine energy, you have to have masculine energy because no one is stepping up for you to help you. So you have to have that trait because that's the only way women are making it is through the masculine energy. Because the men are not showing you have to be strong to deal with rejection. That's pulled from the masculine energy. Because the feminine energy got you sitting in the house crying, had you sitting in the house with the slight your so that masculine energy is what's actually saved you many times. So I'm a first person to say, grab that masculine energy because that's what's going to keep you from the ledge. Because that feminine energy is going to have you crying, want to commit suicide, getting on drugs, don't want to live. That masculine energy was saving you. So I say pull that to you harder. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down for that fist fight, that masculine energy is going to save you from whooping somebody's butt. Because that feminine energy is going to have you sit there reading, while the masculine energy is going to have you serving. I'm just saying. But then again, I'm from a different club. Thank you to Daisy. Yeah, but don't cancel that. That's why it's always good to carry your bags, honey. Let me stop. Listen, I've been abused, so y'all know I'm not gonna come. I believe in help thyself. I don't believe in going 911. I believe in going 911. I mean, but I'm different. I'm an abused child, so men and women both have masculine and feminine energy to win around men. Yeah, but we know how to become real, soft. But if he's not gonna perform, he's not gonna perform. But it's not that he don't want to perform. It's because of what he's done with them drugs. The drugs is making him not perform. It's not him. It's what he's using. Because if he goes to the gym, if he works out, he get that hard body, which means that his performance level is going to be on 10. But if he's using other type of drugs, it's going to start affecting his body. And if he consumes too much of it, it's going to affect his body. He does want to perform. His whole ideal is to get in that bed and perform. But due to the substance that he's using, it's going to cause a problem. I don't care how beautiful, how thin you are, how many times you can fellatio. If it's dead, it's dead because he has to stop. If he do it, he has to my personal opinion, go to the gym. If you go to the gym and you work out them sit-ups and stuff, it'll get that. It'll get it back up. Raven, one day you should do a call and show. It's too much for me to say via Oh, I don't know how to do that. Bubbles, y'all got to teach me this other stuff. I don't know it. Do the call thing. Somebody put the link. I'll do the call. We'll do that next. What's the call? If y'all show me, I'll do it. I don't know. Y'all got to teach me. I don't know everything. I don't know a lot. Y'all teach me a lot. If y'all teach me, I'll do it. But you gotta show me the way, and I'll go there. Send me a link to it, and we'll do it. I would love to talk to y'all. That'd be on point. Bubbles, you got my phone number. You can call me. I could put you on the phone, and we could talk out loud. Just call the number. You got my number. No, but you got it. You got it. You got my phone number. You want me to call you, or you just want to do it another time? Cause I could call you now, girl. Got your number right here. Lord, y'all gonna keep me on here longer. Hey, you want to put you on speaker, right? Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear her?
I just wanted
Wait.
to expound upon the masculine and femininity argument. A lot of times, as women, especially two-spirit women, we've been conditioned to always have to fight and have a chip on our shoulder and rest in our masculine energy as a form of protection, as a form of self-preservation. But when we meet a man who is of quality, a man who is willing to lead and protect, we don't know how to fall back and let him be a man.
Yeah,
I'm not saying all men are worthy of us falling back, but the men who are worthy and who want to step up and lead and be the man, we don't know how to fall back and let them be the man.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. The only reason why I say I don't believe that is because we know how to fall back. A man has to step up and do what he's supposed to do. As a woman, we always have to keep pulling parts of ourselves away to show a man his masculine side of what he needs to do. If he's gonna do what he's supposed to do, it shouldn't be an argument or a situation where he feels as though his masculinity is being challenged, which it won't be. Because most of the time when it comes to us girls, we give ourselves and 10% more of ourselves away to him to serve him, to take care of him, to cater to him, put clothes on his back, feed him. So we show him a lot of feminine energy. But at the end of the day, we cannot be policed on holding back on the masculinity when he knows what he needs to do.
And I do agree with some of that to a certain extent, but I also think that, these are men who have to be ready to lead. So, these are men who have to be men and be ready to lead and not be ashamed of themselves and not be ashamed of us. So, these men have to be in level. But once we find those men on those levels, do women know how to keep those men? Even cisgender women, I have all female friends, and even they struggle with masculine energy in their relationships. They don't know how to talk to a man. They emasculate him. They always challenging him for authority and telling him what to do. So I think it's really universal.
Yep.
When you're talking about feminine energy in relationships. Men are used to being the alpha. When they are out in the world, they have to, be the alpha man. But when they come home to their woman should be soft. Their woman should know how to talk to them in a way that they feel empowered. And I know some people say, "Oh, I'm not doing all that ass kissing," but you have to know how to get things out of people. I have two gay male friends, and I even talk to them in a way that makes them want to protect me. So it's not even about being gay or straight. If a man is in his masculine energy, he wants to protect. He wants to be there, if he's in his masculine energy already. So even in friendships, I've noticed when I fall back and be a little softer and learn how to talk with warmth and compassion, that activates him. Even with my own father, I've noticed when I fall back and speak to him in a different way, I can get things out of him. So, sometimes we do have to look at what we bring to the table, because we can have that man who's willing to be by our side, who's willing to fight the world for us, who's willing to go to bat. But if we don't know how to treat him, and if we don't have good communication skills and know how to rest in our feminine energy, we're gonna eventually drive this man away anyway.
Yeah, but the thing about it is when it comes down to submitting to a man, you have to understand this is that if we're talking to that man through hurt, If a woman usually masculates a man or have a problem with a man, it's because the man already done did some stuff to her. And it's not set in stone with all girls and stuff and men and stuff like that. But a lot of times men have hurt women so badly and deeply, and she has to put her pain to the side and become less than to make him feel full after dealing with him through all the hurt and pain that he's given her. And to keep taking parts and parts of yourself, pulling yourself away to make him feel like a man and become less or who we are is the reason why a lot of girls start falling off and not caring. If a man is a man and he's doing his part as far as being a man, it should be a question of his masculinity being challenged. If a man can't feel it, if a man feels as though he can hurt you, then you have to deal with the person that you created as far as through that hurt. A lot of times when it comes to us, we cater to the man. We take care of the men. We take care of them. We put money in their pockets. We dress them. We give them anything we want, anything they want, because we want to be loved. And a lot of times we become less than, he become bigger than. And when it comes down to it, when we need him, he's not available. He's only available most times to give us pain. So it's a little different to say we got to keep pulling parts of ourselves apart to make him feel strong as a man and feel like we have to sell our souls to make him feel like a man when he should be the man in the beginning. It's not being strong, it's being fair. And you're talking to the girl, she's usually talking to most times to the people through pain and hurt. Men hurt you. And yet and still when you talk to them about it, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. Well, here it is like, well, you talked to him bad, but what did he do? And I'm not saying all men do bad things, but a lot of times when you have abused somebody so many times, people only looking at what she's doing, but they're not talking about what he did to get her to that position. And then when it comes to girls like us, I've known tons of us to put men on their feet. And our goals have been, or should I say, our blessings has been deceived, tricked, robbed, murdered, killed. We became less present of who we was in our transition to make him feel strong, to only walk away without him. And he walk away with everything.
But you see, the men you are talking about that women have put on their feet, those are not men of quality. Those are boys. Because the men that I know, they wouldn't allow a woman to take care of them because that's an insult to their masculinity. These are men who are raised to provide and to be the leader. So they wouldn't accept a woman taking care of them. So the women who build a man up and take care of him only to have to, deal with the consequences or be disrespected and hurt and beat and cheated on, those are not really men. Those are boys. Because a boy is going to let a woman build him up. I'm talking about a man who comes to the table and know his worth. Certain men are raised. See, women are judged on their femininity, their beauty, their ability to be mothers, their ability to accompany a man and be somebody that can, improve his life. Men are raised to be providers. Men are raised to be masculine. Men are raised to be leaders of the family. That's what a man of quality is raised to be. So, we're talking about men and boys because only little immature boys will let a woman pay for everything and build him up and take care of him. The men that I'm talking about, they don't even allow that because they feel less than a man if the woman has to take care of them. So once you find a man who is ready to build, who is ready to provide, who's ready to be the leader of the family, we have to know how to maneuver in those relationships. And in my experience with having a lot of cisgender female friends, they have the same problem with not knowing how to communicate, not knowing how to have the proper skills to know how to communicate and how to argue maturely and effectively and when to let each other have space and de-escalate so they can, get to a peaceful resolution.
Yeah, but in the same breath, the thing about it with me is that when it comes to a man, it's not a police. You can't police a man and say, well, you have to be a boy, or if I do this for you, like a boy, because if he was a man, you'd be asking to do the same. Everybody needs somebody to help them. And just because you help them, don't make him a boy. The thing about it is that that's the reason why we have a lot of men that create crimes and do all this stuff like that, robbing people like that, because you telling him he has to be a man that to provide. When a man has to be a provider, he has to be the hunter. That means he has to go out and make money the best way he can, even if it's somebody's life. And that makes him a man because he's a hunter. No, you could take a man, which they both are, but my thing is this: if you police a man and say you have to be this certain way, and that makes you a man, then you have a man that put him to a status that he has to, so he has to do anything he has to do to survive. You could take a boy, as per your words, and take him and talk to him and help pull him, elevate him, and pull him up. For every strong man out here in the world, there's a strong woman behind him. It doesn't make him less of a man. What makes a man a boy is when he sits down and he goes out and he has someone that's basically helping him, trying to help him grow, and he goes out and cheat on her, create a whole new family, and don't care nothing about what he's brought there, and he looks back at everybody else as if they supposedly did it. To me, that makes him a boy. I mean, personally, neither one of them make
Okay,
me.
but I think there's so many issues going on that they're getting conflated because we all know Dusties. Dusties are men who don't want nothing, who cheat around, who don't have a word, who want to be taken care of by a woman. We all know Dusties exist. Then you have men who don't want a family, who don't want responsibility, who don't want to be monogamous. Then you have men who do want a family and who do want to be monogamous and do want to be a leader. So when
Right.
they find the women don't always have the skills to know how to make that work. So it's multiple issues going on right now.
That's true.
Everything you're saying is true, and everything I'm saying is true. So
Right.
there's so many different types of men out there.
Right.
A woman, when the right woman come into a man's life, his life will improve. The
Mm.
right woman will support him. The right woman will inspire him to go to greater heights. But that man has to already bring something to the table.
Right.
A woman can't build a man from scratch. He has to have something there. He has to have a
That's not
drive.
true, though.
He has
That's
to
not
have,
true. That's not true.
something in him
That's
that
not
makes
true.
him want to
That's not
provide
true.
and have a life for himself.
That's
The
not true.
woman can add to that and inspire him to do more, but she can't, build him up from the ground up. So
I.
I do agree
That's
with
not
you say
true.
about every successful man,
That's not
there's a
true.
good woman behind, but the man has to come to the table with something. I can't put all this ambition and drive in him. But if he already has it, I can continue to motivate him. I can continue to be there for him when he come home after a long day of work and make him feel strong and make him feel empowered and let him know that I'm here for him. So I think what we're both saying is true in different cases
Yeah,
because
but
you
the
can't
thing.
live in this world by yourself.
Right.
But I think that every woman has to have boundaries. I'm not trying to build a man from scratch. He has to come to the table with certain things that I feel is presentable. He has to come to the table with his own, place to stay. He has to have transportation. He has to
So
have
you
a
police
job.
the
He
man.
has to come to the
You
table
police
and
him.
not be ashamed of me and take me out and wine and dine me. And those are just the basics. Once we start dating, I still have to assess his personality. I have to assess the way he speaks to me, the way he treats me when he don't get what he wants. There's still work to be done. But so many of us don't know what our boundaries are. We started off on the wrong foot. Every man only care about sex. When a man first sees you, all he sees is how beautiful you are. When I first see a man, all I see is how fine he is. So of course it's physical, but if you have a man who is of quality and he's ready to build and be a leader and be a father, then he's going to be on a different path. And he's going to be open to getting to know you and trying to build and wait for sex. But so many of us don't even know how to date and how to vet a man and get to know him and ask the right questions. We don't even know, how to put ourselves in a position where we can have the best outcome.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is, it's not set in stone. I mean, it can go all the way around the board, a whole bunch of different things when it comes to men. But the thing is that I built men from scratch. I built men from the ground up, so I can say it does happen. I've done it. I'm proud of the ones I've helped, and they're on their feet now. I'm doing great. So I do know with the strong person behind you, you can build a man. So, like I said before, it depends on and these are men, they're not no boys, they've done great, their careers are blown up. The thing about it is, like I said before, if you can't police people, you can't police people, you can't put men in a box. You could build a man up. And the thing about it is that if you feel as though a man has to be a certain way, then you already got your mindset how he needs to move. You already policed him how you feel as though he needs to move within this world. To me, I see a man that's trying to find a way to make things life in his life and then build and make his life grow. To me, I feel as though if he says, hey, I can't do nothing, I'll say, how about this? You set out a plan and talk them through it, and it'll help him grow. This is what we do to the men, to say boys to men. This is how you take a man and make him to a bigger man than he ever possibly could be. When you sit back and tell a man, you have to do this. If you don't do this, you're not a man. If you don't do that, you're not a man. The man has to be set up a certain way in order to be with me. To me, I feel as though you're policing him, and he feels as though he's pressured to be this certain person because society or what the world says he needs to be. He loses who himself is, and he start losing, doing things reckless, robbing, getting this money because he was told being a man he has to be a hunter. A man, if a man decides he wants to let you help him, you can make it grow. And a lot of times, unfortunately, with a lot of men, he is told he has to be a man, he has to hold his pride, he can't say his feelings. He has to be policed so hard, so strong, and he has to keep his mouth shut. And this is why a lot of times um, men, what's this word? A lot of times men retaliate and they start acting out. Speaking of that, I have like a little guy to babysit. I call my little brother. I tried to help him, and he got a prison record. I mean, he got tons. I just Googled him, just look at all these prison records he got, and I'm thinking to myself, this guy could have been something really big, but he refused my help because as a man, he felt as though it had to be a certain type of way. He's got 5 children. He stay in prison, and he comes out of prison, go right back in because as a man, he was pressured to be a certain way. And when he couldn't be the man that everybody told me he had to be, he went towards crime. And now he's committing crime, doing this and that. And at this point, he stopped listening. So at this point, when you're trying to talk to him, he no longer listens because he already policed as a soldier what he needs to be. And if we step back and say, well, listen, let me help you through this, let me show you, and stop policing men, that maybe men be more sensitive and more accountable for their actions and be more at a higher level instead of telling them this is what you need to do and this is how you need to be and shut your feelings off and do things this way. And that's why we have a lot of problems when it comes to men showing their feelings, suffering in silence, committing suicide, abusing women, abusing drugs, staying in prison because you told them they need to be a certain type of way because this is how you got to be a man. And I don't agree at all. I don't. I built that.
I think you're misunderstanding me because I used to work at a practice center, so I'm familiar with men and toxic masculinity and the pressure that society places on them, that they can't show emotion, that they are pressured to behave in a certain way. So I do understand that men are dealing with that, but it's a sign, okay, if I have a male friend, I would help him to a certain extent, but if I'm dating somebody, it's the difference between having somebody that you care about, having a friend or a cousin, and you helping them through a rough patch. If I'm dating somebody, then I am auditioning them to be my life partner. So I expect you to come to the table with a different quality. Now, if you are just a friend of mine, a cousin, a relative, somebody I met at work, yes, I can, help you to a certain extent. But if you are auditioning me, if I'm auditioning you to be a man, to be the leader, so we can move forward and build a relationship and have a family, then you have to come to the table with certain qualities. I'm in my 30s, so any man I meet has to be in his 30s or higher, and he has to have certain things accomplished.
So
Because
you
I
don't
know
think you
that I bring to
policemen?
the
So you
table.
don't think you
I bring
policemen?
what I bring to the table. I know I'm going to improve his life.
You're a
I know that I'm going
policeman.
to make
You're
things
policing
better. I
men.
know I'm going to motivate him as I do with my friends. My friends motivate me and improve my life, and I improve my friends' life. So I do agree with helping people, but to a certain extent. I think so many of us have women are nurturers, women are caregivers. I've been a caregiver since I was 5 years old. I have somebody in my family that I take care of since I was a child. So I understand being nurturing and being a caregiver, but I think there's a certain line that we can't instill this in him. Yes, we can, we can build people up, we can uplift them, we can help them believe in themselves, and that's fine in a friendship. But when it comes to a romantic relationship, if I'm trying to find somebody who's going to build and protect me and be the leader of the family, he has to possess some of those qualities within himself, because I'm not looking for a potential husband that I have to build up from scratch. Because if you look at a lot of men who are in that struggle love, i.e. Kevin Hart and other celebrities, once they get to a place where they get money, they dump the woman who built them up from scratch anyway. So, women have to protect themselves. Women have to require that men are romantic men who they want a romantic relationship with, they come to the table with certain qualities. Because I'm not going to waste my time building you up and engaging in struggle love, and once you get to where you need to be at, you dump me, and some other woman benefit from all the hard work and sacrifice that I have put into you. So I think we do have to have higher standards, and we do have to request that these men come to the table with certain things.
You
I'm not
can't
saying
police
you have to have
men.
some
You
money in
can't
your
police
account,
men.
but he
You're
has to
policing
be
them.
able to function and know how to provide. I'm not saying illegally, because I don't want somebody who's dealing with illegal activities. But I think so many women have been conditioned to be a man nurturer, to be a man
But you said
caregiver, to be
feminine
a man
energy and
nanny,
masculine
to be a
energy.
man housekeeper. I'm not here to be his mother. I'm here to be his life partner. I'm here to be the one that he comes home to and make him feel good, that he enjoys going on trips with, that he enjoys having after a bad day at work. He enjoys coming home to me. That's who I am. I'm not here to build him up. Yes, I can listen to him, but at the same time, I'm not his therapist. I'm not here to be his mother, his housekeeper, or his therapist. And I think we have to understand that we put too much on our romantic relationships. They can't be everything to us. We all have to come to the table with a certain amount of independent coping mechanisms. And we have to be able to have other people in our lives, whether it's counselors or therapists or other friends, that can provide different forms to us. But for me and where I'm at, I just can't be his mother, his housekeeper, and his counselor. I want to be his cute, sexy woman that he comes home to, and he has a good time. Of course, he's going to go through things, and I'm here to listen to a certain extent. I can't fix his problems. Neither can he fix my problems. I used to work at a crisis center. A lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are in pain. But at the end of the day, we all have to fix our problems on our own. Yes, you can have people believe in you. Yes, you can have people uplift you, but you still have to do the work by yourself. I need to lose weight. I can go to I can go to a personal trainer, but I still have to put in the work myself. I still have to watch what I eat. I still have to get out there and exercise. So people can only help you so much. So I think we need to really understand, sometimes we may put too much on our partners and expect them to be all this when realistically they can't be. Because they have their own issues, they have their own problems, they have their families they're dealing with, they have their own lives. So we need to be able to, of course, we can share things with our partner, but we each need to come to the table with our own independent coping mechanisms. And I'm not trying to put pressure on a man because I want a man to succeed, but I think that we need to look at how we are perpetuating this cycle, because to some extent, we are coddling these men. We
But
are
you
taking care
say
of these
police.
men, and these are not men. These are little boys.
All right.
I know I'm talking about a minute.
No, I mean, some stuff you said is we just see men two different ways. That's all. I mean, I have to respect you for the way you see a man, the way you want to see a man, but that's fine because that's your quality to what you want, and I respect that.
But I'm saying, okay, I know that for me,
You know what you
I have to
want,
work
right?
on myself. I have to heal my own wounds from childhood. Even if I find the perfect man who can accept me, who will stand by my side, who will go out in the world and fight anybody, on my side. If I don't heal from my own childhood, if I don't get through my own insecurities, it's never going to work.
Right.
Because he can't fix all that. That's too much pressure to put on one person to fix. He can't.
Have you ever been in love?
He can't fix all that.
Have you ever been in love with a man, real hard love?
I have been in love with a man, but it was.
I'm talking about real.
It has never been romantic. So
Okay.
what I'm saying is, we can't expect. Even with our parents.
Let me just say
our
this.
Parents are.
Let me
Parents
just say this. When you get older, we'll see what happens, because you haven't gotten to the capacity of that real love, and I have to apologize to you for that, because I've had that kind of love that's real love, that I got you, that you don't have to be what society says do. I got you. And I took men that didn't have nothing, in fact, homeless, and I put them all the way up on their feet. So I know how it can be with this world and policing a man and breaking a man. I don't let him, not saying let him because I can't let a man do anything, but I try not to let him feel like he's alone in this world, and what the world tells him need to be. We need to find out who he is and what we need to do to fix it. That's how I am. I'm not saying you got to be a certain way to come this way. I'm saying, what do we got to do to help you? And I'm willing to help you. Let's see what we could do. And 9 times out of 10, well, most of the time, like I said, most of the time I realize, even females, I put them on their feet. They had nothing. And the thing about it is that when we police people to be a certain way, you close them off because they don't feel like they're good enough. And guess what happens? They shut down. They're not going to talk to you because they already know how you feel. It's like asking somebody for money that's already know the answer is no. You're not going to come. And to me, I dealt with people when I've had nothing. They helped me. And it wasn't like, well, you're less than, you this and that. It was like, I got you. And the thing about it is that it's a love. It's not a romantic love. In some cases, it was just a friendship love. It's not just like a certain thing. But when you police people in this world, you make them shut down. They don't want to talk to you because they already know how you're going to say. I'm just saying. And with you,
even in this conversation, we come to the table with our experience.
Right.
Because I'm not talking about policing a man.
But you are. You're policing him.
Respectful to him.
You are policing.
But what I'm advocating for that as women who dating, who's looking for a potential partner, we have certain standards
That's
that we expect
policing.
a man
That's
to bring to the
policing.
table.
That is
So
policing.
every woman has the right to say what is her standard.
But that's
So
policing
I'm not
him.
here to denigrate him, to make him feel less than, but I know what I bring to the table. I know the adversity and challenges that I face and what I have overcome. So he has to come to the table with certain things. But you have different experiences as
Yeah,
of
but that's
I. So of
policing
course
him.
we're going to come to it from different perspectives. But you know, you've had a different experience than I have, so you relate to a wounded bird, and you know how it is to be cast aside and put out by your parents. So that elicits a different response in you to want to help people and be there because you know how it feels to be cast aside. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't help people, but I'm talking about in a romantic relationship. If I'm looking for a man to be the leader of our family, I cannot build him up. He has to come to the relationship with certain things.
You're policing
Because
him.
I don't have the time to build him up from scratch.
You're policing
Now, if
him.
this is a friend who I care about or who I've taken an interest in and is strictly platonic, yes, I can help them to a certain extent. But I'm talking about a man who I expect to be the leader of my family, a man that I want to be with and marry and get a house with. I can't build him up from scratch. He has to come to the table with certain qualities already.
Okay.
So I'm not saying, you know, men have standards as well. You know, men have certain things that they want. So I don't feel it's bad to expect a man to come to the table with certain attributes. Now, what those attributes are different for everybody. And I just want to touch on your point about me not being in love in a romantic way. I've been in love with people who have healed me. I've been in love with men who have healed all the trauma my parents have ever caused me. So I do have to push back when you say that because it's not romantic, I haven't experienced love, because nobody can quantify the love each other have experienced. I can't tell you how yours feel, and you can't tell me how mine feel. So I do think love is love, and I know how powerful love is. But love has healed me. It has healed me. It has made me have empathy and compassion for my parents. It has made me forgive them. It has made me want to be a better person. It has made me want to give everything I have for this person to be proud of me. So I think that can come in different ways. It can come with parental love. It can come with romantic love. It can come in platonic love. So I don't feel as though you have to necessarily have a romantic relationship to be able to experience that type of love. We put so many conditions on romantic love.
But you just said,
platonic love is just as powerful. I've had friends for the past 20 years, and I've been with them through the death of their parents, through their divorces, through their miscarriages. I've been with them through everything. So, you know, romantic love is powerful, but I don't know if you can say it's more powerful than platonic love or parental love, because it's all love.
Okay. All right, Mom. All right.
But, you know, we do have different perspectives.
That's fine, because you only tell me what you, but that's your story. I can understand.
And I come to the table with my brokenness.
Right.
So it's going to affect how we see the conversation,
Right.
and what we feel is possible. So even though you disagree with a lot of what I said, it's good to have the conversation with people who are from a similar walk but a different background, because we all don't think the same and we all don't behave the same. And that's the beauty. The beauty is learning from each other's differences.
I agree. I'm not making your story about me. This is your story. It's about you. That's why I just listen to you.
But But I do want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on live and to talk to your audience. And I always appreciate somebody who allows me a chance to, who will be. I appreciate somebody who will listen to me, even if we don't agree on everything. We're never going to agree on everything. But
That's
at the end of
fine.
the day, I know that you love your sisters and brothers and you want them to have the best life possible. And I think at the end of the day, you know that I love my sisters and brothers and I want them to have the best life possible.
Yeah.
We just may disagree on how that should look or what is the path to get to that life. But at the core of it, we both want the same thing. You do a lot of advocacy work. You know I do advocacy work. You know we're both in the trenches trying to help our sisters and bring each other up. We just have different plans on maybe how we should execute that. But at the end of the day, we both are fighting for each other and we're fighting for our sisters and brothers to have a better quality of life and to get the love that they deserve.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're only telling me your story, what you've been through. I get it. It's cool. Listen, I respect everything you say, and I appreciate everything you're saying. So it is what it is. It's something to think about. Everybody teaches you something, whether you want to like it or not. It is what it is. And I appreciate you coming on here and talking to me.
I appreciate you having me on here. It means a lot. And I look
I
forward
got
to
you.
talking to you again and, us learning from our disagreement.
No, it's not even that. It's just that the thing about it is that you're only talking to me through what you've been through, and I only talking to you what I've been through. So that's all we could do is share notes. That's all. It's not, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But I appreciate it, and I'm going to get off this live because it's almost 4 hours. But
Okay,
thank you,
then, well, once
beautiful.
again, thank you, and I hope you have a good day. And thanks to everybody else who can hear the sound of my voice. Have a good day, and remember to be kind to ourselves. And at the end of the day, our best is good enough. So take care, everyone.
All right. Thank you, beautiful. Thanks. All right. Okay. Now I want to get off at 3 o'clock. It's 3:37. So y'all heard my beautiful sister. That's my baby, though. That's my baby sister. It's a beautiful girl. She's a sweetheart. But everybody has a different way. Everybody can only talk about things they've been through and only share to try to help everybody else. It's nothing personal. She's only trying to help, the best way she can, like everybody else. Excuse me. The only difference is like I've helped men. I put men on their feet, and I'm older than her, so she's young, but she's got beautiful, smart girl. But I definitely put men on their feet, and I put women on their feet. I put a lot of people on their feet. I even put people in apartments that didn't have money for an apartment. So I didn't expect anything in return. But the thing is, like, when you police people, it makes them don't come to you. My personal opinion. We're all here to help each other. And the thing about it is that you don't have to be 100% with me. You just like, yo, listen, Raven, I'll work with you. And like she said, maybe she's correct. She's like, well, you try to help people because you was hurt through your past, and that's true. I know what it's like when no one helps you. I know what it's like when you ask somebody to look out for you and they refuse. I know what it's like to be outside when outside is now your inside. So when I see another person who's looking in my eyes and I can see their story without the open of their mouth, I'm like, I got you. Come on, let's see what we got to do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, but it is what it is. But the one thing it will do is it'll change the outlook on life that somebody actually tried. And it is what it is. Oh, oh, mothers lived. Anyway, that was long. Anyway, y'all, did y'all hear what she said? Didn't anybody hear what she said, or it was the mic up? Because I'm about to go get me something to eat. Is y'all still here? Because I'm hungry. I want me some lo mein. Okay. So y'all, do y'all, yeah. But that's the thing, my personal opinion, I just believe that you shouldn't police men. If we police men and tell men this is what you're supposed to do, this is what you got to do, it's gonna make a man run off. He's gonna stay with his mother. You're gonna run him away. If you tell a man, listen, I'll throw you the anchor, whether he stays with you or not, you showed him a different thing in life. Same thing with me. If you throw me an anchor, like, yo, listen, I come, you showing me. I'm from the bottom, you building me up. You show me something different. You show me somebody cares about me, and I'm coming to you with zero. He's coming to me with zero. And to show somebody that, it makes them feel like, you know what I mean? It's hard to find the balance in the small middle way you can walk on. It's true. Because if the thing about it is, nothing is set in stone. You could build somebody up and they could just leave you. Somebody could build you up and you leave them. But I think the intentions were good and stuff. And I'm a lonely bitch because of it. The thing about it is, at least your intentions were good. You know what I mean? Whether a man treats you good or not, it is what it is. At least your intentions were good. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, y'all, I got to go because I said 2:30. I've been on here for almost 4 hours now. Y'all know. I said this supposed to be up. Hello, everyone. Not no. Let's all relax our shoes and get comfy. Oh, mother's lived. I'm about to go get me something to eat. I'm hungry. I want a hamburger. Anybody cooking some food? Because Lord knows I'm hungry. I got some hot dogs and put some sauerkraut and no. Well, thank y'all for the live. I appreciate it. Y'all have to hit the thumbs up. Y'all have a y'all if y'all want to do the phone thing, y'all tell me about which thing. If Bubbles are here or somebody, I don't know. If y'all know anything about calling somebody on the phone thing, let me know the link to that or something, and I'll do it. But y'all better call now. Don't be talking about some y'all scared to call, get me going through the changes. And then y'all be scared to call on the phone. Thank you, Miss Bubbles. But if y'all want to do the phone thing, Miss Bubbles, y'all know about that. Send me a link to that, and I'll try to set it up this way. We'll do it. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be great, actually, because I love to talk to y'all. The problem is y'all gonna call. Y'all probably like, I'm not gonna call. Y'all had me set it all up. Anyway, I don't know whether my computer's just mad slow. How does it taste for some corned beef and cabbage? So we good? All right, everybody. I don't know what to sorry. Love you guys. Please be safe. This thing is on. Oh, mothers live. See you, Levin. See you in the next stream. Thank you. Thank y'all for showing out. It's 4:13. 4:13. Good night, y'all. Be safe. Love you.